Hey, welcome back to the Isaac Abrams Show, everybody. I'm your host, Isaac Abrams. Today's very special guest, comedian and magician, Jeremiah DeMatteis.
Yes, there it is. You got it.
JerBear Magic is here. He got me. He got me so many times. He even planted something before the show on his drive here that paid off at the end on my phone. I don't know how he did that. I keep expecting to pull a frog out of my jacket. I'm a huge fan of magic. We met recently on one of Jeremiah Watkins' shows that I was photographing. He was performing. He blew my mind then. He blew my mind again today. Thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thanks for all the prep that you put into this.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah, thank you.
If you love magic, this episode is for you. I hope it translates onto camera. We had a top camera going for the first hour and 45 minutes. It died. And then we did a bunch of other magic. I say we like I was part of it.
No, you were. You were every bit involved.
He got me. He just got me. I hope you enjoy it, guys. I'm still stuttering because I don't know how he did all this stuff. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Enjoy the episode, everybody. We will see you next time.
Just do it.
Just do it. You have a mat.
Yeah, I have a mat. I brought a mat just in case we did stuff, and I brought stuff just in case to do stuff.
We're doing stuff on the mat?
Yeah, we'll do stuff on the mat. We'll do stuff in the air. We'll do, I don't know, maybe we'll try the Oz Perlman mind stuff. I don't know. That's not my day.
Oh.
But, we can give it a shot.
Okay, here is everything I know about magic.
All right.
I had a friend that was a flourisher. Just with cards.
Yeah.
He didn't pull rabbits out of hats. He didn't do regular magic. He would just be like... So if you don't know at home, flourishing is the art of card work, right? There's probably a better
word.
Card
manipulation, pretty much. Yeah, because you're manipulating the cards.
And he could just like shuffle a bunch of ways. He would just walk around with 2 decks in his hands.
Oh, man.
All the time. Pick a card. And he was like a roommate of my best friend.
That's cool.
So it's fun for the first couple of times you go over there. And then you're like, all right, Larry, we get it. You do card stuff.
Yeah, that's funny.
I think he ended up consulting on a Vegas show or something.
Yeah. I know they used a lot of flourishers for the Now You See Me movies.
Almost watched one of those last night to get ready for this.
Oh, you should have watched The Prestige.
I just watched it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, mine. I
am ready. This is probably the most prep that I have put in for an episode.
Oh, man.
I'm very excited.
I love it. I am pumped.
The Prestige was, the plot was ruined for me on another show, so I watched it. So I knew the whole time. But I watched it with my girlfriend. She was like, what's going to happen? And like halfway through, if you haven't seen The Prestige, it's too late. Spoiler alert, coming to you.
It's been out long enough.
She's like, the only way he could do that is if there were 2 of them. And I was like, oh, you are the smartest woman on the planet.
Right. And then what's funny is no one makes the connection at the end sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then people ask me still, they're like, wait, so then how does he do it at the end? Like, there's 2 of them. He's a twin. They say it. But then even at the beginning of the movie, when you watch it the first time and then you watch it the second time, they tell you what it is at the very beginning when he's talking with the kid about the bird. But what about his brother? And it's like, yeah, that's right there. That's the whole plot of the movie. Yeah. They gave it to you at the beginning. When
you go back for the second watch on, the director's name is spacing me now. Inception.
Was it Nolan?
Nolan.
Yeah.
He leaves breadcrumbs for you the whole time.
The whole time, especially when you do the second watch, and now that you know, and you're like, oh my, it's all right there.
In every single film. Yeah. And then you're like, why didn't I see it the first time?
Yeah. It's the best. I love it. It's like, oh, you should have just known. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
How does one start magic?
Oh, for me, everyone starts at different points in life. For me, I started as a kid when I was 7, and my aunt got me a little magic set, and I learned a little bit, and I would do like little shows for like the people at the neighborhood and the house and everything, and we would do that, and then it would just go to the fair. There was a guy that did stuff at the fair. You learn from there, and then you buy your first little trick deck, and then at the church, there was a guy named Ryan, and I was best friends with his younger brother, and they knew I did magic. They were like, oh, you got to meet Ryan. He does magic. I was like, oh, man, you think you could teach me? And he said, yeah, bring a deck of cards next week, and I'll teach you something. We can go from there. And I was like, well, I have a deck of cards on me right now. Can we learn something? And I was prepared and I'm ready.
Why wait?
Why wait? Let's do it now. I'm ready for it. And then we went for it and just learned from there. And me and him would challenge each other. And then My scoutmaster, he was a magician, and
So many easy layup jokes I'm going to avoid right there. About
no, I'll
making
tell you, he was
things-
one of the good ones in a good way, not good in the sense. Anyways, man,
horrible music.
yeah, music,
Musician?
yeah,
No.
yeah, musician, yeah, no, easy layup.
I'm going to say musician instead of magician probably 100 times. today.
That's totally fine. It's a normal thing. Just
What's-
don't worry about the lime. That's what's important.
when you're growing up and you're just getting into magic and someone else is just getting into magic.
Yeah.
Because a magician never reveals the secrets.
Oh,
right?
yeah, 100%.
So how do you suss out when it's okay to share your trick with another magician?
Usually, if they can do like 2 to 3 different tricks pretty decently, it's like, okay, you're another magician. Yeah, I can talk with
Gotcha.
you, or if they say certain words, buzzwords, and stuff like that, and everything goes along those lines. So it's like you kind of pick up on it.
Okay.
On those things.
I'm going to pause this tree and go out on a branch.
Let's branch off.
Your bio says comedians call you a magician and magicians call you a comedian.
Yeah.
What do you call yourself?
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I found a nice blend of who I am, and that's JerBear. He's a nice bit of comedy, nice bit of magic, and what do you get? You get JerBear.
Do you perform at the Comedy and Magic Club?
Yes, I did there for the first time, and it was a blast. So I'm always emailing Rich to get back there. So Rich, whenever you're ready.
Rich loves the show.
Oh, really? I love Rich.
I don't know, Rich.
Oh, I was gonna say, really? Yeah. I message him every week. Here's my availability for this week. If anything pops up, and you just go down the list, and when it hits, you hits, and it's time. So been there, and I was fortunate enough to get in there with Adam Ray. He was the one who helped me make that connection there, and I got to open for his show and do a little bit of magic since he was performing at the Comedy and Magic Club.
Mm-hmm.
And I had reached out. And I was like, hey, how about a little bit of magic on top of the show? And he's like, let's do it. And that introduced me to there. And then I'm a member at the Magic Castle, so I do perform there.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I just recently performed at the Laugh Factory in Covina, because that's out by me. And I do bars, speakeasies, birthday parties, you name it.
Wow. What okay, we're gonna do a whole section on the Magic Castle.
Okay.
We're going back to the tree.
All right, we're back in the tree.
Of our growth
Yeah.
to comedy.
The lime tree, right?
I have a lime tree. Actually, I have a lemon tree in my backyard. I want a lime tree.
Oh, they're good.
But it kind of looks like an avocado,
Oh, yeah.
which I also have, but I didn't know that it takes 6 years for them to fruit. So
Yeah.
don't expect any avocados from
Not
me
for a while.
anytime soon.
That's okay.
So we're 7. We meet a best friend in
Oh, yeah.
magic, and we're swapping tricks.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
is it all through high school or just studying and learning tricks?
So it would be David Blaine specials would come out on TV. So he would record them. And then the way he learned is he would watch, and we'd kind of dissect it together in different forms and kind of work backwards. Like, oh, I saw move 17 of 50, and kind of like, all right, what if we did this, do that, and go from there. And
so you're trying to replicate it.
Yeah.
And
So that's
you're like
how
pausing it
learning,
and
developing, and trying to be like, oh, what if you do this? Like, all right, what if have my hand at the table and just hold my hands like this for a while? And, oh, there's a lemon or a lime at some point. And yeah, it's different for video and in person. In person, that would have been crazy, but in video, everyone's already recapped it.
Did you ever figure out how he could take somebody's watch off their wrist on the street and it's behind the glass of the storefront?
Yeah.
You figured that out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You figure it out. Yeah, you figure it out. And then especially because now you get more, again, if we're using the topic of the branch, as you meet more people, you learn more things, and then you learn more things about certain stuff, and then it kind of develops your whole arsenal.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of, for me, it's like meeting more comedians, and now
Right.
it's like, oh, here, try adding this joke at this part, or saying it at this time. When you say or make this appear, then you could say da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like one thing in my show, when I do like my stage show, I like to twirl the person, just like, oh, what are you wearing? Twirl. It's funny, and it's just like a little gag, but
Guy
it's like,
or girl.
Yeah, exactly. The guy gets the biggest
Yeah,
reaction,
That's funny.
because you first have like a lady volunteer, usually do the trick with her, thank you, and then the guy comes up, they don't expect him, like, oh no, you guys spin too, and then it's just funny, little funny clips and bits and stuff like that.
My friend Nick,
Nick.
co-owner of the studio here, his wife doesn't like being called out from stage performances, so they got married in Vegas, and they were at a magician show,
Oh man.
and the guy's like, he just chucks a frisbee out into the audience,
Oh.
and she catches it, and he goes, thanks, Maria, and like knows her name,
Yeah.
and he knew she was gonna I was like, Gah!
Oh yeah, that's great.
And then, like, I was like, what are you doing here, blah blah blah. And she was like, well, on my honeymoon, I don't know, like, didn't want to talk, but like, how do you chuck a frisbee out into front of 2,000 people and just know Maria's gonna catch it?
Yeah, magic.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation to it. It's magic.
I watched that Fox show where it was like Inside the Magician's
Oh
Studio.
yeah, that was a big one. The what is it? The Masked Magician.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Was the community pissed?
Oh yeah, he's blackballed for life. Like,
you know who he is?
Yeah, it's
You don't have to.
I forgot his
here.
name. No, he's already been outed in the world, but he's blacklisted from like the Castle, Vegas, like shows and everything. So it's mostly private stuff now. So I hope he got a good enough check for that show.
I mean, it's not enough to live on for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Did he think his identity was going to stay a secret?
Well, he gave it up at the end.
He revealed himself?
He revealed himself.
What a it
was dumb. Yeah, that was a dumb move. I'm like, you should have just not done that.
Do you think that there is ever going to be a redemption for him? Do you think anybody will ever let him back in?
No.
But those are like massive tricks, right?
Oh, yeah. It was all the stage stuff and everything's fine.
So he's ruining like David Copperfield level stuff.
Yeah, that was it. David Copperfield. And then they did a street magic special, which was like a lot of the stuff David Blaine did. And it just, the whole thing of the community, and people can watch it, and there's still a bunch of stuff where it's like, yeah, you watch it, but it's like, oh yeah, I know how he does it, but do you see how he does it? And I think that's what's still the magical part. And even for me, when I see other magicians doing magic and stuff like that, it makes it more exciting, because I'm like, oh, I know he's gonna do something right here. And then I'm like, I didn't see him do it, but he did a thing. And it's just like, you get excited because it's like a whole thing. And then the ones that really are fun, when you talk to them at the end and everything, and they say, oh no, I did this, and you're just even more like,
you're right. It's like, did you go left? No, I went right.
I
went
like, right. Oh! Yeah, I know. It's that amazing little moment of like, oh man, that's great.
Can people, if you talk to a magician, let's say you talk to David Copperfield after a show, and could he tell by the way that you're asking questions that you are also a magician? Yeah,
usually that's a major case. And then a lot of them, when you go to see a magician, you're usually going with other magicians. Like if you're going to a comedy show, you're going with other comics. You're very rarely going to go see something by yourself.
Right.
And there's always somebody who knows someone, and it's like, oh yeah, this is so and so, and then you already get the immediate intro to it. But if you do go by yourself, like if you see the street performers or anyone like that, where you just happen to be by yourself, like it happens to me when I'm doing like private gigs or corporate gigs, and I'll be doing stuff, and they'll be like, oh, have you met Jerry? I'm like, no. They're like, yeah, Jerry does a little bit of magic, and it's always that one trick.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone knows it. He does that trick really good, and it's like, oh, all right, cool. It's like, are you gonna tell me? I'm like, are you a real magician? I'm like, do something else. They're like, no, I'm not gonna tell you anything. But there's the times where it's like, oh yeah, this is a legit guy, and you end up talking to him the whole time, and you forget you're at a corporate event. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, oh wait, I'll be back.
I'm getting paid to do other stuff.
I gotta go to other people. I'll be back.
We sort of talked about it before we started recording. Like they say, everybody should have one funny joke, cook one good meal. Is the one trick you were just talking about? Is that the trick that like kind of everybody knows?
Yeah. That's one I taught it to my kids too. The kids at my job, I taught them, because we do different lessons, and it's basically a math principle.
What is it?
You want to learn?
I would love to know a trick.
A trick? Should we just? I'll teach you one right now.
Okay.
We'll put this to the side. Leave that by the liney. There we go. And it's the one everyone does.
This is like 101. It's the first trick everybody learns.
I would say it's like up there. It's the 21 card trick.
And this is the one that the guy did to you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At the corporate event.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Usually this is where it goes 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then it's like you got 3 piles of 7. So you do it like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. We'll do a cut, but we got 3 piles of 7, right? And I want you to look at any one of the piles.
Okay, just look at a whole pile.
Yeah, look at a whole pile.
Okay.
See if there's a card in there that you like. If not, switch it. Go to a different pile.
I like all of them.
Yeah, okay. Find one that you like. Just one more than the other.
Okay.
You got one in mind?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. We're just going to ask a series of yes and no questions. That's all it is.
So it doesn't matter what card I just picked. You're going to be able to guess off these questions.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to nail it. We're going to do this 3 times. It's kind of like a game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to ask, this is pile 1, 2, 3, or do you want 1, 2, 3?
Up to you.
No. I mean, if I were to count, I would go this way.
I would go this way.
See, so then this would be 1.
Correct.
2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Is that one of the questions?
It might be. It might be. Is your card in pile 1, 2, or 3?
Well, that's
right.
How much?
Don't tell me the card. I just need to know the pile. That's all I'll ask is about the pile.
Well, that'll cut off 2/3 of the. It's in pile 1.
It's in pile 1. See, but look here. We'll pile them all back together. We'll do it again. We'll do it multiple times there. All right. So we'll do this again. So we'll make 3 piles again. That way we can all see
Is
it.
this how it normally goes, or did I mess
This is
it up?
definitely how it goes, because then people say the same thing.
They always say
you
what I
just
say.
got- yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
you're
like,
gonna.
you're just gonna.
Here I am thinking I'm special.
No. It's a common thing. Like you see a lot of it. Now here's the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Pile 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Oh, you doubled up on me. You lying?
No,
Your card is still in pile 1.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Well, are you
This might be something different then.
okay? Because here's the thing. I don't remember if it was the diamond or the heart.
That's fine. We'll run.
Oh,
through
I
it.
know what you're doing. There's only okay.
We'll
I think
go
I figured.
again. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
It's the good tissue of it all. And
I can see where this is going.
Yeah. Perfect. We'll one last time. Pile 1, 2, or 3.
It's 2.
Oh, you changed it up.
No.
You didn't see. Okay. All right. It's 2 this time.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow. All right. This guy.
This is awesome.
This guy. Pile 2. Right.
Yeah.
So at no point you said the name of your card. You said the suit, but you didn't say the name. So I still don't know what it is. And all you've done is said piles.
Mm-hmm.
These are all stacked up. And anything for the first time. Let's have you name what was your card.
The ace of diamonds.
Ace of diamonds. You want to turn over that top card for us and show everybody the ace of diamonds.
What?
Yeah, see, that's like the one go-to, and everyone does different versions of how this goes. It's like you make piles, you do it like this, but once you know, you know. And I think you were able to figure it out now that you got it.
I think you go because you only have to memorize 7, right?
I'll tell you one better. You don't even have to memorize 7.
You don't memorize anything.
I didn't memorize anything on it because this is what we call a self-worker.
Okay.
It'll work every time. So you just take the 21 card trick.
Does it have to be a specific number? The specific 21 cards?
No, it could be any 21 cards. You could do this from borrowed deck, anything at all.
So how did you know?
Oh, because the way math works, it's like you just do it, right? I know this is going to be one of those long, boring explanations.
No. I'm fully locked in right now.
And so
I don't care if anybody watches this.
Right,
I
it's
want
just
to
going to
see
be there. So like we got the 3 piles, and all I got to do is know what pile it's in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, should we keep the ace of
Yeah,
diamonds?
let's use the ace of diamonds as an example.
All right, so we got ace of diamonds again. So we know that your card is in pile 1. So we just have to make sure your card stays on the top.
But it's the top of the 3 stacks.
Yeah, because then now what we're going to do is deal them again. And this moves the card to a different pile.
Right.
And so then now I'm playing a game to where I know.
Oh, you only have to check these 2.
That's all I got to check. Well, technically 3 because that's where the 7 comes from. Because then it's these 3. So these were just in pile 1 or over here. So then now those are there.
So then if I said pile 1, you go, it's one of those 3.
It's one of these 3. So then now I got.
So how do you get the ace to the top?
Here's the next part, the beauty of it. So then you would say pile 3. So then here we go. We got pile 3. All right, perfect. We just make sure that all stays on top. And then for the last round, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Your card's one of those 3.
And if I go Bob.
And then as we deal, it's all
So
there.
then you put this on
then
the
I make
top.
sure that all goes there.
And then you flip.
I know it's there. Then ta-da! There's the ace of diamonds.
It's a self-worker.
It's a self-worker, and that's that's the name of the game on how the self-working magic trick goes. It's the best.
I love
it.
that. That's crazy. I'm 2 tricks away from being a magician.
You're close. You're gonna get there. And it's and then there's always the obvious choices, the fun choices. Like if you were to name any card just for fun, like name it out loud.
4 of spades.
That's not obvious. The 4 of spades.
Yeah.
Did you see the 4 of spades in the deck when we did anything?
No.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
I'm former semi-pro poker player.
Oh, perfect.
The suits f me up.
Oh, got it.
When I'm thinking of a spade, I have to picture it and then go, what is the word for that?
Oh, got it.
Because it doesn't look like a shovel spade to me.
Yeah.
So then the diamonds and the hearts are easy because those are red. But then now I can't even think of what the 4th one is.
Clover, club.
Clubs.
Yeah. Club. Puppy feet.
Like I've spent thousands of hours at poker tables, and I still have to go
A B C 1. Yeah.
So it looks like I'm changing the suit when I'm trying to think of.
Just remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So I might be able to throw a mentalist for a loop.
Definitely could throw a mentalist off for a loop.
Yeah.
If you were to take just one card out from the box, that's always a fun one. This is one of my favorites to do.
That one's red.
I know, it's the beauty of it. It's 1. That means I have to commit to it 100%.
Mm-hmm. Are we doing another one?
Yeah.
Doing another
just
trick?
for fun. I mean, it's just because we're there.
Am I guessing? What's happening?
Yeah. You guess.
I'm guessing at that.
Guess it.
It's going to be whatever I guess, isn't it?
Go for it.
Wow.
Yeah, I got you.
4 spades.
You want to keep the 4
spades? Can I double down?
You can double down. You can change it if you want. It wouldn't mess me up. But if you want, I know you're talking about throwing me off. If you want to
I'm not.
throw me
No.
off,
I
go
just.
for it.
Is it
'Cause that's
more
the fun
annoying
part.
when people try and throw you off, or is it fun?
Nah, it's it depends how annoying the person is.
Oh,
like
boy.
the guys at like the bars, the speakeasies that are drunk, those are the ones where it's like it gets annoying pretty fast.
But that's
pretty
for
quick.
everybody.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
If someone is drunker than you, no matter what the scenario is,
Oh, yeah.
they are always annoying to you.
Oh yeah, and then bring like magic or something you're trying to have a do for them that's like for them to enjoy, and they're just like and it's like
That's stupid.
Come on, dude. Yeah,
Or they're spilling a drink on it, or they're messing it up.
100%. And there's been times where I've just respectfully said, you know, I don't think this is gonna work out. I know there's a lot of people here who would enjoy it. I'm gonna be here all night. If you'd like to come see something without this person, you're more than welcome to come back.
Oh wow.
And I'd love to do magic for you guys so we can enjoy it, because there's a way to enjoy something, and I want you to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it.
You're a saint.
I do what I can.
I would be like, this guy ruined it for everybody. I'm out of here.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah,
back
no.
to my green room.
Oh yeah. I mean I say that, but then I'm like, if you want to see something later, just stop me around.
Yeah.
So it's like I do it like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh.
I know.
Oh, so we're doing this.
Oh yeah, ADD on the whole thing. Do you want to double down on the four spades?
I want to double down. I love doubling down.
All right,
I'm going to double down.
Four spades is on there.
Yeah. Okay. But can we do it again after this in case you only have one red card?
I got you.
Because I don't want people to be like, well, he doubled down, and then you thought,
Nah.
does everybody double down?
You never.
Oh, will you tell me later?
I'll tell you. Yeah. I'll tell you
Okay,
after we do the review.
I'm doubling
I'll tell
down.
you. Double
I'm
it
doubling
down.
down.
Ready?
Because I didn't see you search through a red deck and put that away.
I don't. Yeah.
And I'm going to watch the tape.
Yeah, I already know. I'm like, I kind of prepared a little.
All right,
bit.
I'm doubling
Yeah,
down.
that's the only other red one. I'll leave that there too, so you know.
In the building.
In the other one.
Okay.
All right, double down. Take a look. Four spades. Bam.
Oh, that's all of them.
Yeah, exactly. That's my favorite little bit. It's nice little icebreaker. See, you're expecting the expectations.
Right.
Like, nah, it's a little fun joke.
That's not funny.
I loved it. I do some stuff just for me. Just like
same.
some comedians, just
Yeah.
say some jokes for
I
yourself.
can't tell you how many times on stage I've been like, sorry, folks, that one was for me.
Yeah. 100%. It's like, that one's for me.
Yeah. Or somebody who doesn't know how to play 52 card pickup.
Oh, yeah.
It's always a kid.
Yeah, that's always every time. And then they learn. And then all throughout their life, they're scarred. And the moment they see a deck of cards, like, I know a trick. Want to see 52 pickup? And I'm like, no, I don't.
It's like the mentalist that was on Rogan a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
just talking about him before the show.
Yeah.
He was talking about going from like booth to booth doing magic at restaurants.
Yeah.
And he would
It's a big
throw
thing.
the deck in the air, but then
Yeah.
a card would be stuck to the ceiling.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did that one for one of the speakeasies I do magic for. I just did that for the first time for them, and they were floored. We recorded it. We're gonna post it just for them. So then that way, it's like whenever they come and they know I'm there, we have like a fun thing we're gonna start doing and throwing cards on the ceiling.
Okay.
And then
This is the question I have. I don't want you to ruin the thing.
all right,
How do you get it down?
you don't.
You leave it up there?
It's a keepsake. It's a memory forever. So now.
So every time you go in the pub, it's like there's a card on. What's that doing?
Yeah,
there?
what's that? And then now it's like, oh, people are more interested. And it's like, oh, you're the guy that do the card, and it's like, we'll get to it. And then once you do it, now it's more amazing, because then it's like,
how many times can you do it before there's like a whole deck up there?
you just do the whole deck, and then you get another deck, and just keep going.
So you're slowly but surely wallpapering.
Oh yeah, 100%.
How many are up there now?
Right now, there's just one because it was the first one, and then
So this same guy on Joe Rogan, he was leaving them up there too.
yeah. Now
Oh.
there is a way. I've only heard stories of. There's a way to make it come down. It's dang it, the magician's. I'm forgetting his name. Very very famous magician. He was the resident house magician at Caesar's Palace.
Oh, what year?
Oh, way back.
70s?
I think so. 70s.
I'm going
Maybe
like what year?
30.
Like I'm researching.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
it's gonna be Frank Franks.
It's gonna bug me.
We could
for a
Google
while.
it.
Yeah.
What?
Again.
What is it? The house.
Caesar's Palace house magician. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh man.
Caesar's.
But there's so many stories about him, and I was at a lecture where a magician was telling us a story, and he did that same trick, and what happened was the guy said that was amazing, and then the magician leans into him and says, what's going to be amazing is when you come back here tomorrow at 2:00, you'll see the card fall from the ceiling.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And so he was like, come back at 2:00, bring your friends, and at 2:00 that'll fall off the floor or fall off the ceiling and come down. And he had a way to do it.
Was it Jimmy Grippo?
Jimmy Grippo.
Google.
That was it. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Grippo. So he had a way to make it come down at whatever will, and it was a thing.
And he was like, come back tomorrow at 2?
Yeah, 2:00, and they brought people, and sure enough, 2:00 hit, the card falls from the ceiling. Yeah,
I'm looking up like it's
I know,
there.
like there's a card up there right now.
I think there's some things that you either give yourself over to or you don't.
Yeah.
And I think the two things are, well, it's 3. I think it's music, comedy, and magic, right? And for me, it's the easiest for me to give myself over to magic.
Yeah.
And just buy into it. Just go, what is exciting? What is going to happen? This is going to be amazing. And because I've pulled the curtain back on music and comedy. I moved here with my band in 2006.
Okay.
Know all about that.
Yeah.
And then I've been doing comedy, so I kind of know
A little bit.
there's something there. But magic, I don't even try to guess. I'm just like, let's do it again.
Yeah,
like,
see, then that's some of the best audience people are like ready to enjoy, because then you're just in for the ride.
Yeah.
And that's always a blast, just being with people in for the ride.
not to keep quoting the same Rogan episode over and over again.
No, it's totally fine. I mean, he had David Blaine on twice too. If you want to just say a different one for fun.
My former co-host of my former podcast that we did during Pandy was David Blaine's tour manager.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one guy.
For one residency for 2 weeks.
That's fine.
But she said he was the nicest guy.
I wanted. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I was fortunate. When he did the first tour, I was at the first show on the first tour, and Ryan, who got into magic, was because of David Blaine, and I took him to go see it. We were second row, and it was just the most phenomenal thing.
Do you think the Vegas shows are full of the first and second rows are all like magicians trying to?
Nah,
Figure it out?
sometimes, but
Yeah.
no, it's usually just people who are there for it.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing thing. Like Penn and Teller, I've seen them twice. Got to open for them once.
Really?
Yeah. So they were in Rancho Cucamonga,
Okay.
doing the Lewis Family Playhouse, and my friend who was working the box office, they're like, hey, they want a magician to like kind of open up for like the private room and kind of do stuff just for fun, so that way it's like magic, and we don't. They were like, we can't pay you anything, but if I get you tickets, would you do it? I was like, yeah, I would totally do that, because
then you could say you open for
yeah,
Penn-
exactly.
yeah.
I'm like, I could say I opened for Penn and Teller, and I got to see Penn and Teller for free.
Did you get to talk to them?
Yeah, so I got to talk to them at the end, and they are the greatest, because at the end of their show, they go out into the lobby and they stay and they talk with every single person who wants to talk to them at the end, and you hear Teller's real voice, because he'll talk to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
the little one doesn't
The
talk.
little one doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the one with the insane house in Vegas out in the desert?
Probably.
'Cause
I
there's-
have no idea.
One
I've
of
never
them,
been
one
to
of them will
Vegas.
go and do like interviews and stuff and talk publicly. The big guy,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
And he does like
Penn's right.
acting.
Oh yeah, he does. But they both do. It's usually you get one, you get the other. It's like a package deal.
Yeah.
Those two.
One of them has an insane
Oh yeah.
house,
I bet.
like on the top of a mountain peak in Vegas.
Really?
I gotta show it to you.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, no, that's true.
It's
And then
Penn
at the Magic
or-
Castle, Teller and Penn would be there, and as a member, you're there, you're walking around, you're talking, and just have a conversation with him. And I got to talk with him, tell him about that store, and he was like, "Oh, that's so awesome."
It's the Slammer.
Oh, is that what the house is called? The Slammer?
That's not what I thought it was. So I was looking for this. This is Teller's house. That's a bad thing. That's a bad overview, because he built on since I've seen that picture. But the Slammer is Gillette's, is Penn's house.
Oh,
It's prison themed.
That's so cool.
But if you get lucky when you're
That's
flying
so
into
cool.
Vegas from
Yeah.
Los Angeles, you don't have to go out over the desert and then back through town. If you get real lucky, you get to fly right in. It takes 32 minutes from LAX instead of 47 minutes.
Oh wow.
I say all that to say that there's like a bunch of empty lots that are just on the outskirts of Vegas. I guess for both flight paths, because if you live under the flight path,
Yeah.
it's cheap in any city. But there are specific little special mansions out there that are like,
That's cool.
yeah. When you take the long way into Vegas, you can fly. You can see Wayne Newton's house.
Really?
Yeah, it's pink and there's horses everywhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go to Vegas, I think, for the first time 2 times this year. I'm doing a comedy competition with Comedy Reviews, and I got picked to do a live audition with them. And then there's a big conference they do in Vegas for magicians, and I'll be there in August to do that for the first time. So I'm stoked for that.
Have you ever been to Vegas in August before?
No, I'm gonna definitely be staying inside the hotel. I won't be going outside
It's
at all.
125 degrees.
I heard.
Yeah.
I'll be as shirtless as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I love going to hot places when it is hot because it's cheap.
Oh.
Like I go to Palm Springs in August, it's still 125, but the room is less than the temperature.
There you go.
It's like $89.
Early morning golf.
Yeah. That would, for me, that'd be I'm still awake golf.
Got it.
Dude, okay, so
We're on a tree.
We're on a tree. There's so many branches.
We branched.
We are branching.
Are we
But
going
I'm just so excited. It's hard to
Yeah, no,
between
I
the
love
caffeine and my like.
Oh yeah, it's just the natural energy of it.
Because you never like when you see a magic show, you don't get to sit down with the magician for an hour afterwards and be like, "So where did you grow up?" You know what I mean? Like, this is great.
Very, very rare. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm here. Whatever you want.
If you could dispel one magical myth, like what's the most misunderstood thing about magic?
Oh man, that's a great question.
You're like, I don't want to ever answer this question again. Everybody ask me this one question.
I think it's, can you make money appear? And can you make my wife disappear?
Can you make money appear? That's stupid. That is, I see.
Can you make it into my account? I'm like, if I'd be doing that, I wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
I'm like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the common one.
I trick you and then the money shows up in my account.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I do that for you?
Yeah.
Unless you were going to pay me a lot of money, then we can maybe figure something out. But then that one, and then the one of like, oh, can you make my wife I don't know if that's like a myth, but it's like
take my wife.
Constant.
Yeah.
It's the constant. Just those are the two things that always. You can go up to almost any scene, someone's going to make that reference. Just kind of like if in comedy, what would be something somebody always yells
Tell me a joke. Yeah.
Do a trick. I don't even know if that's the
Say something funny. Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
And I don't even know if that's like a myth that like is debunked and totally derailed that. But I'd have to think of like myths of magic. I mean, there's lore and myth, but I don't think there's anything that's like major negatively. And I know probably my magician buddies are like, this. And I'm like, eh.
What's the level that you get to where you stop going to buy tricks at the store and you're making up tricks on your own? And how many people do you need on your team? And I'll quantify that with, I watch a lot of like as much of the behind the magic as you can watch.
Yeah.
Like for not David Blaine, Chris Angel.
Oh yeah.
When he had Mind Freak.
Yeah.
He would show his team and he'd be like, these guys help me. There's like 9 dudes on this trip.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot of stunts involved and like safety, right?
Yeah.
So like when do you start making your own tricks?
I think it all depends on who you are as a performer. Because for me, I'm like, I don't, me personally, I kind of think I see myself as more of a performer because my mind works to kind of create, but also, I mean, your mind processes to be like, all right, how am I going to do this? And you kind of will try and create an idea or a method, kind of like working on a joke, figuring out what the punchline is. It's like, all right, I want to make this card appear in a book or something like that. Or I want this thought to appear here or something like that. And you take it and you run it, but then you already have guys who are in creating stuff. Like I have people, I'm part of a group called Kingmakers, and it's a bunch of magicians. We come together and, hey, I'm working on this idea. What do you thought? And it's just a workshop of like, okay, maybe we can do something like this or we can do that. And it's just a bunch of guys who are positive on like trying to just help other people win. And
I love
that's the thing. And so it's something fairly new, but it's something we're just developing and we're all on it because it's just, we want everyone to win.
I wish there was something like that for comedy. I mean, people write in small groups, but like the front-facing illusion is that like I came up with all of this myself. Like, but to have like a group, what that made me think of was like Rockefeller and Ford and all those guys.
Yeah.
They would sit together and smoke cigars and drink whiskey once a week and go like, oh, I'm having manufacturing problems with this. And like, here's how I handled it. So I love when people get together and just freely give information.
Yeah. And then that's it. Cause we do jams all the time. We'll go to like a boba place. We'll meet up at the castle. We'll meet up at a house. And it's literally just, hey, I'm workshopping this, or it's, what are you working on? Okay, let me see it. All right. That was horrible. Practice that, do this better, and we can go from there. And you're just like, it's that constructive criticism, and you have to go in being thick-skinned, knowing that they're not critiquing you as a person, they just want you to be better.
Right.
And that's something I think I love about Kingmakers and doing that and being a part of that process of things.
Has there ever been anybody that's not a magician that... Okay, I'm reforming this question as I'm thinking about it. So
Totally fine.
there are like the technicians, right?
Yeah.
There's some people that like love magic and want to know the behind the scenes magic and can help you with a trick, but don't necessarily want to be on stage.
Yeah.
Like, what's the career opportunity for a guy like that? Or is it just for the love of the game?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's definitely for the love of the game, but then there are the people who are behind the scenes that lighting things correctly. Like there's Ethan is a wizard at doing lighting for your show. It's like, well, yeah, we can have all the lights on, but what if we just had a single spotlight here? And then once you do this reveal, then all of a sudden another spotlight appears over here, and that's the reveal. And then you walk over, and then the lights flood out. And there's just careers. And he's a wonderful magician, but he just understands lighting and sound. And there's people who just, they're gifted in all areas. But then when they have the magic background and knowledge, they know how to make you look even better with the lighting and the sound and doing the cues and just running it. Because I've done a couple shows where like just recently at the Laugh Factory, I have a couple musical cues. They make the bits more funny because I do a whole thing where it's like the Barber of Seville, the Bugs Bunny bit with the barber, and so I do that like with the whole green screen bit and everything. And he forgot to do the music cue. So here I am going dry, raw, changing it up a little bit, but still it's like you hit that cue, and it's magic it's the behind the scenes magic that everyone's like, oh yeah, we got to thank the techs, we got to thank, they're just as much the wizard as you are. Wow. I think that if I'm answering that correctly.
No, it's just that I love that because I have worked on a bunch of theater shows for comedians. I've done a lot of content creation for comedians in theaters, and like when a theater is lit perfectly.
Yeah, that's great.
And there's this balance between like most comedians don't want to see the audience, but then there's this like crowd work element that everybody wants to film now, so there has to be a little bit of light on the audience, and it's just like this back and forth. Angles, and there's the magic of being in the theaters across the country. Yeah. Just like what else has been here? You show up to a performing arts center in a new town, and you're like, everyone has been on this stage, and you just like, just to stand here for a minute, even though I'm not performing tonight, I'm helping someone else perform. I love hearing stories about the support behind the art.
Oh, 100%. And that I am a huge testament to that. With everywhere I'm at and where I've gotten, it's just been a blessing to do everything I've done in just a 2-year span of being back into performing like professionally. I was just in the crowd at the Dr. Phil Netflix taping, and my buddy bought us tickets. He's like, hey, you know what we're doing for your birthday? I was like, whatever you're doing for your birthday, because it's the same week. And he was like, yeah, we're going to go see Dr. Phil. I said, cool, let's do it. So we went to the show. We're just sitting in the crowd. It opens up. Adam starts doing the crowd work, says a very dark joke. Jeremiah laughs. Was the only person laughing.
You.
Me.
Because a lot of people will instantly think Jeremiah Watkins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, Jeremiah Watkins. Yeah, no, Jeremiah, me, JerBear. I was in the crowd. I was just in the audience. I was just me, no one. And he's like, oh, come, who laughed at that? Like, I can't even, I don't know. Like, what's your deal, guy? I can't even do it.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be right back. Yeah. What's your deal? Why'd you laugh at that? I was like, I thought it was funny. He's like, what do you do? I said, I do magic. He said, no way.
Get up here and do.
Yeah,
no.
Can you get up here? You got some cards or coins or something? Can you do something right now? And I was like, yeah. And I went up on stage.
No.
And
did you make it into the episode?
No, they cut out like a bunch of stuff. But luckily, I made nice with the video guys and Adam as well. And they're working on cutting it and get it to me once they get a little bit of downtime. But they have the footage.
That's awesome.
And then he invited me back to do another episode to actually be on a Phil episode. And we recreated the same scenario where I was in the audience.
Plant?
Yeah, a little plant.
I love it.
Yeah, we did a little plant action. We're growing the sprout there for that one. And it was like, yeah, we'll have you come from the crowd. And we have this couple from Colorado coming out. We'd love to do like something similar to that. And we did it and crushed. It went great. And I'll still never forget because at the first one, at the end, when it was all over, all the paid regulars and comedians and stuff, they saw me. They were like, dude, we were rooting for you, because there are so many people who come up here and think they can do it, and they just bomb. And we were like, please don't bomb, please don't suck. And you crushed it. And doing that, I think that's what helped build my relationship with Jeremiah Watkins as well as other people. And he was fortunate enough to invite me onto his Shank show, and I did magic for that. And just growing in
that was
in that
insane.
Whole thing.
That was insane.
Yeah.
It's not out yet.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not out yet, but it's gonna come.
Yeah, and this is coming out next Tuesday.
Oh, perfect.
So it still won't be out.
It still won't be out. So now you're just gonna
can't
be
even
teasing. You don't even know. We can't even describe.
But the thing that you did with the guy in the front row.
Yeah, and I will say all of that was genuinely in real time. Like there was no preparation. No, it was all to that moment. So for that, I specifically developed to do something there. I had been practicing at my house on my own, but it was not, because it's a very neat show. And so for that, I couldn't just like, all right, I'm going to go put on a outfit and try it. And so it was
Did you know you had to wear the jumper?
Yeah. So I wore the prison. I didn't know if I could talk about it, but I'm in the prison jumper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, how am I gonna work wearing this and not a suit or wearing?
Did you get the jumper before that night?
Yes. So I ordered mine.
Oh, you brought your own.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So I got it a week ahead because I just need, as a magician, I need pockets. And I asked him, I was like, hey, are the jumpsuits gonna have pockets? He said no. And then I just said, hey, would it be cool if I just bought my own, just because I need pockets, because I'm pulling out props and everything like that.
Right.
And I don't want to wear a fanny pack because I feel like that would kind of kill the purpose of the character.
Totally.
But you can make it part of the character. But I think it would just be more genuine.
A prisoner with a fanny pack would be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
But I think it's just more raw and genuine. It's like, here, I'm literally here before you.
Yeah.
And we did what we did.
I love that story because you weren't planning on going to Adam's show, Dr. Phil.
No, not at all.
And then look at, that's why you're sitting here now.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just literally me, this, glory be to God, that I'm able to just walk this line, because he's opened that door, then it opened that door, and it's just opened that door. Yeah. And it's just all because, got to work the Comedy Store twice, got to work Comedy Store in La Jolla, got to work at Laugh Factory, Ice House, and it's just building all these different places, but also getting to be around the world of comedy, because I love comedy. And growing up, I'd always watch comedy and seeing it all, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of like doing it.
You are doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah.
And you had another opportunity with someone else who was on the Shanks show that you were going to do today.
Yeah. And then, so we're doing that, with the Gobby Gobs. Yeah.
You're very good at networking. I noticed that in the green room.
Oh.
You're just like, hey, let me get your Instagram. Let's just stay in touch, blah, blah. Like, very friendly, very approachable.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm horrible at it. I'm like, yeah, you're funny, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, that's something I always know. The way I look at myself is I know I'm not the big fish in the pond, and
Well, you keep eating, you'll get there.
Yeah, and then even when I get to that point, I don't want to ever get at that too big of a head ever, and I just always want to be like, I know right now I'm the little guy just making relationships, building friends, but when I get to that point, I can't wait for the person to just be like, hey, can you do this? Because I work with kids, and so once I didn't tell him I was a magician for the longest, and then when it was time to tell him, I told him as a Christmas present. I was like, look, I'll tell you guys what my secret job is, why I'm always leaving early from work, and once they found out I was a magician, they were like, no way. So doing magic, teaching them magic. There was one kid in particular, and he just gravitated towards it, and he came the next week, and it took me back to when I was with Ryan. And he said, hey, I got a trick for you. I was like, let me see it. And he did a magic trick for me. I was like, that was great. Here's the first one I learned. And then I showed him the first one I learned, and then he practiced that, and all the kids in the school were like, wait, how did he do that? What? And then it just kind of grew. And so I always want to just be able to give. And then the reason I went on that tangent was just being very nice and social. It was something my old mentor taught me, is just always be willing to talk to someone and just say hello. That's the biggest thing. I mean, where they can just brush you off, but it's all right, it's nothing to you. It's just whatever it is.
So, but now I'm going through this like manifestation journey, right? So
new branch
of this current tree, but this branch is going to grow back in on itself.
Love it.
Like, when you say you're a small fish, like what kind of? I'm having a hard time forming this because of the level of caffeine that I'm on right now. But
that's all right.
I'm just going to shotgun it out there, and then we'll just see what happens.
We'll just see what sticks. Throw the spaghetti to the wall.
Do you think that there's like a specific growth pattern, like a hero's journey, right? Like when we look at like the Joseph Campbell, are you familiar with the 12 steps of a hero's journey in storytelling? There's 12 steps in like every hero's journey in a storytelling. So it's like they start off as someone with no abilities, and they meet a mentor, then they have a first challenge, and it goes on and on all the way to the final boss, right?
Got it.
So if you break the 12 steps of a hero's journey down to like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or anything, Joseph Campbell's theory fits in every hero's journey. That was a whole nother tree, but that was just the basis that we needed for this question. I'm gonna start at the end because I don't know how to get there with this question.
Yeah.
Like, how much of the journey is like God's perfect timing and the path that God's put you on, and how much of it is like believing in yourself and manifesting? Like, do you think your timing and God's timing are different because of the mentality that you believe you are at in your career? Does that question make any sense?
I got it. I think I know how to unpack it.
Okay, great.
So I think definitely 100% it's all God's perfect timing, opening the doors, processing it. Because before I was even in the world of doing comedy, doing magic, I did that through college and high school, got it, kind of helped pay for college. And then there was a period where I stopped. And in that period, that's where I was in the church, I was pastoring, and I was a kids pastor. And I started out as just a creative director and slowly worked my way up in that. And I worked for a mega church. It was 12,000 members.
1,000?
Yeah.
On one campus?
Yeah. In the course of a week, it was 12,000. And then there was 12,000 members who were participating. And so we'd see about 1,200 kids in a week with Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. And looking at it, I was like, that's my life. That's what I was going to do. I loved it. It was every bit of fresh air that I loved, and going on through that and doing it, that definitely helped me develop my chops, I would say. In what you would do is like doing the open mics is what I could relate that to, is because then now I'm weekly speaking in front of kids, working with adults, families, volunteers, and that process is growing me as a man, of getting more, I guess you'd say, traction or leverage in just having conversations with everyday people and allowing that to grow. And from that journey, then pastoring, getting to be able to speak in front of now the adults. And then through that, we would also develop a kids show to where we would then do media, learning how to do all of that and promoting it, pushing it, and coming up with concepts and ideas. And taking that 10-year span, I wasn't doing magic. I wasn't picking up anything. I practiced a little bit, but all of that, I look at it now, it's like, all right, that right now, I don't know. I could go back to the church. I don't know right now. I'm still involved, go attending and everything, and still believe. But when I say go back to the church, I mean just like working in a ministry way. I see that as that was the training ground to now doing this, because you'd speak in front of 500, 800 people. It's nerve-wracking for most people, but for me, already coming in, I was like, all right, cool. We like, if we bring back the Adam ratio, 300 people to somebody who's never done it before, it could be totally nerve-wracking. For me, I was like, oh, that's like a Tuesday,
right?
Because that was something I had already done for years beforehand. And I think you look back at your mistakes like, oh man, these were I messed up, But then when you look back at it and you see like the whole broad and circle, like the branching that you say, it's like, no, you had a path, you had a plan. He's always got a plan. And are you willing to take that leap of faith? Are you don't know what's going on? And I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, well, I'm not doing church, like paid to do church anymore. What am I gonna do? I'm like, well, I can work maintenance, I work with kids, I got that in my background. And I was like, well, I mean, I used to make money in college doing magic. Let me get back into doing magic. And so I would do magic as well as maintenance work. And then on top of that, then it would go into starting to work back at the YMCA, and then being back in front of kids. It's a whole new generation of kids now. So whenever it's a private party, like I just recently did a show for a graduation of 5th graders, and it was a little backyard party for the co-creator of Skims. And I never would have been in that door had I just been at home like, all right, I'm just not going to do this. But it's like, no, I'm networking, meeting these people and doing different shows. And then again, I wouldn't have been at the comedy club. I wouldn't be doing different comedy clubs. I wouldn't be doing open mics. And so I definitely just attain it all to God's plan for my life and just walking in faith. Like it's always been my thing. And that's the one thing people have told me. It's like, you know, even in the midst when you're in a horrible season, you don't lose your smile. You're always happy, and you're just, you just have that about you to where it's like you have a good personality to you. And I just attain it to, it's God. So I think all that to say all that, did that somewhat answer the question?
Yeah, but I'm going to go deeper.
Let's go deeper.
Do you find that when you're walking what you feel like is the plan, God's plan specifically, do you feel like, because it feels like you've had an explosion of opportunity recently.
Yeah.
Especially specifically at the Comedy Store, like how long ago was the Adam Ray show?
Not even a year.
Right.
Not even a year.
But even more recently, like I just based off the opportunities that you've manifested for yourself off the Skank show.
Yeah.
That we can't talk about yet, but like you're here and the people that you met there. Do you feel like when you're walking the path, opportunities just seem to be more abundant? I'm asking this for myself.
Yeah.
Basically, because I'm at an impasse myself, right? I'm coming to a crossroads of like, do I want to keep doing the podcast? Do I want to keep doing stand-up? Do I want to go back to something that I'm more professional at? Yeah. I grew up making commercials and music videos in the film business. Okay. It's very slow right now. And I feel like that's when doubt starts to play in. Like when everything is in abundance, faith seems to be diminished. You don't need a lot of faith because you feel like you're doing it all on your own. Yeah. And I feel like I've been in a pattern of my life where like I only go to God when, like, for Santa Claus stuff.
Got it.
Financial Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, I need some work now. It's like, well, where were you when you had the work?
Yeah.
And I can't ask you questions about what I'm going through internally because you don't know what's in my head. But do you find that the more you're on the path, I guess I'm just going back to the same question. The more you're on the path, the more opportunities show up.
Got it. Okay. I think part two to I guess digging deeper in it when the doubt hit. So for me, when I had no idea what I was going to do, where I'm going to step into, the biggest component, and it's still what I do now, is, and I found that just reaching out and shooting the shot is where it's done. And it's like, you know, you got to cast your nets. You got to cast them out multiple times, and sometimes you hit big, sometimes you don't, but you still get enough. And even that doubt is where I guess the lizard brain is kind of like a good idea to talk about, is you can't let that lizard brain win the thoughts over on you, because that lizard brain is going to tell you, no, I can't do it. You can't run with it. You can't go on with it. And I think with that tying into a little bit like David Blaine with how he holds his breath underwater, you start at 3 minutes and you work your way up. It's that process. But that little is like, no, I need the oxygen right now. My body's never done this. Or when you're going on a diet, like, no, I need the sugar now, or I need those different things. Or like when addicts like going through recovery, it's like, no, I need this now. It's like, no, you got to beat your body into submission. It's just like you have to deny yourself and pick up your own cross. Other people can't do it for you. And looking at it, it's just that hustle and grind to where, things seem like they're not happening. Excuse me. But you have to put that all aside. You know what you're good at. You know what you can do, and you push and move forward. Now, taking that, looking at it, it's like, all right, I'm really good at this. I know I can do this. And no one's doing something along this lines. Maybe if I still stick to this path, but now I can branch off and do something. So example, so there's this, I've got multiple things. I'm always running ideas and stuff through my head. One thing is, I've had the idea, and this is the first time I'm saying it out loud, is to do like a video where instead of like people do magic reviews, unboxings, different things like that. And a thought I've had was, what if I took a magic book and pulled up and looked up one trick, learned that trick, and then performed it for people and filmed that process. And then now it's like, all right, here's a promotion for this book. I have no affiliations or ties to. I learned a new trick, and we're getting a response and reaction. But how would I film that? What way do I want to do it? Me being, I love film as well. Corey Corey Orell. He's a director, and he got me when I was doing the filming, the TV show, and stuff like that for the kids. He would always challenge me with different thoughts and ideas on like, have you seen this movie? Okay, you got to watch this movie and this movie. And he would give me assignments, and I watched classic movies because of that. And the reason that started was because he said, "You're gonna bother me about a steak?" And I was like, "What is that?" And I laughed so hard. I'm like, "What is that from?" And he said, "You haven't seen oh, it's not. No, is it Casino? That's not Casino. That's
Goodfellas?
No. It's the boxing one with De Niro, Raging Bull.
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull. And so then I watched Raging Bull, and I was like, "Dude, that's such a good movie." And he was like, "Yeah." And then now when he's like, "You gonna bother me about a steak?" And so then now it's like, well, why did he choose to film that in black and white? Why did he decide to add that line? And then he got me into Tarantino on a different level. And so I do a trick where I do the end of the trick at the beginning, and then I do the trick, and then it comes back full circle. And I call that my Tarantino trick.
Chappelle does that with his jokes.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
He'll give you the punchline and be like, "I'll be right back."
Exactly.
Like, "No, you won't." And
and
then,
then at the end, it's just like, I don't want to say it, but it's the one where it's like, all right, I pulled the punchline out of the bowl, set it up, and then crushed it at the end. And it was like, oh, that's so good. But that's the writing. But then the reason I said that was all that. So then it's like an idea. Maybe we can collab. I don't know. But what if we took this on a different film path and, all right, here, we're learning this trick on the book. This is what it looks like. How are we going to film it? My brother and I were working on doing tricks at In-N-Out, just doing tricks for people at In-N-Out. Like, that's random, but it's fun, you know? But those, I don't know if you've ever been to an In-N-Out late at night. Yeah. It's rowdy.
Oh, yeah.
And so you get that rowdy crowd and you do some magic for them, you're going to get a crazy good response. And then now instead of the trick is what we're focused on, because it's like, I don't want to keep posting out the same trick, everything. That's the one thing that's kept me from posting so much magic on social media is because, well, it's like when a comedian films their special. Now you got to work on new material. Right. And so like for me, I'm like, I don't want to put my material out there because then it forces me to work on new material. And so I'm like, all right, what if instead I just learn new material and now film it, and then I film this material, and then all my corporate stuff that I do, I can still keep for corporate, and that's not out there. But still maybe put some little trinkets of what it is. But it's like kind of taking that path, and then now, all right, maybe what if we just rework the model instead of, music videos? Now it's a magic video or shooting a random commercial for yourself or a lime. It's like, all right, here's this lime. Here's a really cool artistic style of this lime. I don't know. Did we go deeper with that one a little bit more?
No, that was great.
Oh, perfect.
It led me to two more questions.
I love it.
One, what's this? Because the challenge for comedians is the same. It's putting out content every day. Yeah. Which is why, one of the reasons why I didn't start doing this show to put out content every day, but this is my way of putting out content, and I post every single day. It's like when a comedian drops a joke, like you just said, it's like, well, that one's out there. Yeah. But not everybody has seen it, so you can still perform it on the road. But like, I believe, I don't know, I could be wrong, and you're both, so you could answer this. Is it harder to come up with a new trick than it is to come up with a new joke?
No, because I think it's, what is it? I think it's a both and. I think that's the word, or
yes and?
Like, yes and. Yes it is, and no it's not. But because, I mean, essentially, if you set a card out loud, and that could just be at the top of the deck, that'd be cool. It could be at the bottom of the deck, that's cool. It could be something completely different, and it's still the same trick, but now you're doing it with a different card, or maybe you're presenting it in a different way, where instead of it's, hey, look here, pick a card, now it's just, name the card. Just like how we did it earlier, just name the card. And now you take it to another level and you kind of move it in that direction. And I think it's constantly, you're always reworking. If you're not reworking, you're not working. And I think that's I don't know, I think that kind of pushes to it, where it's like, yes, and you got to do new material, new work, but also the way you present it, the way you set it up with the punchline, the way you set it up with picking the card, or not even doing it with the card, is how that grows and changes.
Is it, could you post the same trick over and over again with different reactions? Or are you working on shorter and shorter tricks for the algorithm? Because the algorithm is all about watch time, right? So the shorter a trick is, the more times people are going to watch it, share it.
Yeah.
If it takes 3 minutes to get to the punchline of the magic, the prestige,
the prestige,
then do you find that you get less views when it takes longer to get to the prestige?
I don't know yet. I just started doing it. I've only put out officially like 2 actual tricks, and a couple I've done past. They do well. I don't know enough to with the watch times and everything like that. Like that's where I'm always and still learning, because I'm not a very techie guy. But
we'll work together
find
on
out.
that. Yeah. I'm a back end YouTube specialist. Perfect. And I've filmed specials. So like when it's time to shoot, you just let me know.
Perfect.
We'll make it happen.
Well, we're gonna do it.
As long as I don't have to drive to Ontario.
No, I'll drive out to you. This is probably where it'll be. If anything, we'll find a way to do it at the castle.
We'll put a different, castle's right up the street. So.
Yeah, do a different background, change it up, just put a drape.
Yeah, I got a bunch of different colors.
Perfect.
Anytime you're ready to shoot.
We'll make it happen.
That's the question that I want to ask now is like, how do you shoot it in a way? I'll give you an example before I ask this question. When we used to shoot drift car videos.
Oh, heck yeah.
The drivers would always be like, we have to get this in one take because from the drone, if you see tire marks, they know that you've rehearsed it.
Got it.
So how do you film magic in a way that it's not like, oh, they just shot it funny. Like funny being weird. There's got to be an extra challenge there.
Yeah.
Is that something that you've tackled yet, or do you leave that up to the guys filming it, or do you say, I don't want it filmed here, you got to see this part?
Got it. Yeah, no, I think the only way with that is, one, you just got to be upfront with the person filming, for sure. It's like, hey, this is a bad angle. Like I've filmed stuff where I'm like, hey, just don't stand here. Because I got to pull the lime out from underneath, just pull it out. Oh, there's the lime, kind of deal. But once that's done, go there all along. But also, it's like doing the open mics. You get the reps in, and so working for me doing bars and speakeasies. Like this is one of the speakeasies, Barcuso. It's an Upland Copper Room, and it's a backroom speakeasy. You're dressed up to the nines, and it's like, hey, I'm working out this new trick. Can I run it by you? And now I'm putting my hours in as people come to, in a sense, like how Oz was telling about, you do the restaurant work. I'm doing the restaurant work, practicing it out. This is what it looks. Okay, about how many people does this look good for? Okay, if we're going to do, for example, compared to like a theater show or a close-up show, I think the belly room would be like a great place to film something like this, because it's up close, it's intimate, it's very good. Or if I'm going to saw somebody in half, I'm like, this is main room, and kind of looking at what it is. And so then getting that's up to me as the performer to practice, to make sure I know, all right, I think this is where it's going to look good. And then on a filming aesthetic purpose, if you're like, hey, this is my vision, this is what I want, I'm like, all right, how can we make that work? And then we develop, and then now we maybe even create something brand new altogether. Right. And then now you have this whole new birth of just, this is a different trick from where we started.
So you don't feel the burden as a magician to learn a ton of cinematography. You're like, well, that's somebody else's job. Because we all, as I say we all, including you as a comedian, we've all had to learn how to cut and edit clips. We have to put out this content.
Yeah.
I wish more people would be like, that's Isaac's job, because then I would be working a little bit more now.
Yeah.
But, with the onset of prosumer electronics, like it's within everybody's financial grasp to save up a little bit of money and get a camera.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of comics feel like this massive weight of like putting out a ton of content.
Yeah.
But I love like the vibe of collaboration that you're putting out. It's like, well, when it comes down to filming, I'll just get some guys that know how to film it. Like,
100%. Because then it's like, and if it does well, we all eat. Not, hey, and I'm the type of person to where it's like, I just want it to go well. I won't take a cut. Like their shows, I do them for free, because it's like, I just want to, again, be in the room, say hello. That's worth its weight in gold. And I'm all about doing the collaborating. But I mean, I had to teach myself to edit, teach myself to film, teach myself to do special effects. Because when I was in the church world, it was me, because they had a team for it, but their team is working on 13 different projects. And I'm like, oh, and here's the kids ministry guy. Your project's at the bottom of the list. I'm like, and then
I can just get it done faster if I do it myself.
Yeah, and it's like, as I do it, I can then, but I have the resources now to where it's like, hey, I'm stuck on this one thing. They can take 2 minutes out of their time of working on 13 projects to show, oh, that's how you do it. Perfect. Now I know, and I've added another skill to my toolbox.
Yeah.
And so just reaching out, and just kind of like how you've said, I'm here for you. I have another notch in my toolbox where we can collaborate and work on stuff.
Yeah. I will film anything for one trick at a time. You teach me.
Oh, that sounds.
I don't want to learn how to do it. I just want to learn how it's done.
Oh yeah, perfect. I'll teach you.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's the top for you? I've made it when.
Man, I don't know yet, because it's just I'm doing stuff I never thought I'd be doing, like doing the store, doing being on Dr. Phil. Now it's like it's got me thinking, like, you know what? Whenever Kill Tony's in town, I'm gonna put my name in the bucket. I didn't, I would like, nah, I can't do that. Now it's like, no, I can do that.
Well, now you know enough people to be a special guest.
I don't know. See, again, my mind isn't like.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera.
Okay, yeah. Because like Steve, it's me still like, all right, I'm gonna just put the grind in myself. Like, I can do these little things and hustle and really just push in that grind. So I have like random goals that I like to do, and I have venues that I want to perform at. So it's like, as I just keep going, marking them off. I did that. Wow, I did that. That wasn't even on my bingo card. Did that.
Yeah. Because is it like comedy where you're building an hour? Like, do you have?
Yeah.
Do you have 15 right now? Do you have 20? Do you have half an hour?
So I'm at a 45. So it's a different 45, but then I'm also at an hour and a half, depending on what style of show. So it's like close up, I can just keep going.
Yeah.
If we're doing specifically for stage, and what I personally would like to do on stage, I'm at a solid 45, and we could do something like that.
How big does the venue get before that stage needs to be bigger? The performance needs to be bigger.
Honestly, the way technology works now, and how I've seen a lot of guys do this in magic, where they're just close-up guys, and they pay a camera person, or they have a camera guy to come, and they're shooting the camera, and then now the projection's on the theater wall, or if they have a LED wall or a screen, and it's playing on the screen. Because I find in the church world, I learned this, that usually within the first 5 to 10 rows back, after that, no one's watching the person performing. They're watching the screen. Mm-hmm. And that's whether you're speaking or doing something. It's like, yeah, you're just watching the screen. So it's not doing anything different from being on stage and doing it and then that. But for me, I would want either it to be like stage, or if we're going to do a camera, I want the camera to be something where we're filming the stage of a style, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the use of RoboCams for that. I think they're less distracting.
Would that be like what's mounted, or like
on some,
or like the NFL camera kind of deal?
You see them more on like Big Brother, right?
So
they're about this tall, and like I got a joystick in the back, and I can move them around. And I've seen them on magic specials where there's like 4 pillars, and then I can operate each one from the back.
Oh, that's so
because
cool.
a guy standing there with the camera is like,
it's distracting.
Yeah,
you keep looking at his butt. It's
right.
Like, dude, it's
he must work out.
Yeah, exactly. Because then it's like then that front row, now they're disengaged, because like, I paid all this money to be in the front row,
right?
And I'm staring at the guy with the camera, and it's like, well, I'm just gonna watch this, and then that, I feel like that takes away from their experience, and I want everyone to have the same experience and enjoy.
Yeah. Is there a point at which you like? Okay, there is a point at which. When do you start doing like making the Eiffel Tower disappear? Like, at what point in a magician's career do you go, I'm only doing this for big theaters, like I'm going to make an elephant go away? Or
Got it. I think with the way social media is now, you can do that anytime, and it's all thing, and it's like all these close-up guys are getting on that level because social media has now made them superstars. And
nice. Leaving it in.
Oh man. Yeah. I should have burped into the mic.
Yeah, that would have been the intro.
Oh,
welcome to JerBear.
I'm sure I can brew up another one later.
Nice. It's that strawberry smoothie talking
to you.
It is.
It's the strawberry talking to me. And so I think with that, it's created that element to where it's like people who would kind of like how Rogan talks about how it's like in comedy in the early 90s, 80s, it was you did a set, you had a show, you had a niche, then you got a sitcom. Now it's kind of like in the world of magic, it's like, oh, you can be horrible and have 1 million followers.
Well, it's like that in comedy too.
Yeah, but like with the magic, what hurts is just like me being the magician. I'm like, dude, I know you. You're not that good. Why do you? And it's like, and it's that little bit that like kind of gives me fuel to like grind so hard, is because, and I'm not trying to be pompous or anything, but it's like where I see some things, I'm like, I know I'm better than you. I should be doing more. I should be doing better. And so then it's like, it's that fuel that gets me going. And I just heard this quote, I think it was on Rogan. I think it was even in the same one with
they were talking
Oz.
about
Was Prince
not
and Michael.
comparing.
Yeah. Not comparing, but then it was like, it's like Michael Jackson, why do you pray so hard and why are you always working so hard? It's because if I don't, God's gonna give that to Prince. And it's like that push to where it's like, okay, if I'm not grinding, God's gonna give that to somebody else who's willing to do that. And it's like always being willing and ready. For me, it's like, all right, if I don't do it, God's gonna give it to somebody who will. And it's like, all right, let me do this with the integrity that I know I have to get it to that level, or for me to just do it for that. Not saying like it's me, but it's like to get to that level. Yeah.
New branch. I can't say that I've ever seen a magic show where the magician wasn't trying to be funny.
Oh,
but a lot, not very many magicians claim comedian.
Yeah.
So, what is it that sets you apart? Is your magic funnier, or do all magicians like try and come up with a little ha 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 something to say while I'm misdirecting?
Yeah. So I think for me is people have always told me I'm a naturally funny guy. And just doing stuff, or like I'll say things, but like for example, the Laugh Factory show at the venue, I don't know if all of them are the same, but there's chairs on the stage. So then all the Laugh Factory,
not Hollywood,
okay,
but if it's oversold,
got it.
In I'm gonna nerd out on this because I know
Some
of them yes, some of them no. This is the short answer.
Oh, perfect. No, that's fine, because there were people on the crowd on the stage, and
which is great for
me. Yeah,
close up.
Great for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I don't have to bring people up, wait for them to get on. They're right here on stage, and
what a ticket, by the way. Like,
dude, it's fun.
You don't know, and then all of a sudden you're the close up like verifier for the rest.
It's true, he did it. Yeah. He did it. Yeah. And it's funny. So then it's like, all right, I got these people, and then I don't know, I just sat in the dude's lap while I was having him pick a card, and I don't do that in a show because people aren't on stage. I was like, this would be funny. And I just kind of go off on a whim and do stuff, and it's like, oh, that's funny. Doing the spin thing, that's like funny. Like I just did it. And like, yeah, there's some jokes that are written in. Like I do one where it's like they're supposed to put the cards in a safe place, and I asked them, and I set it up to, I was like, do you have a safe place? And they always assume, and they say, oh yeah, my car, the shower, like somewhere where they go to cry. Yeah. And so that line naturally sets itself up to be like, oh, no, I'm not trying to trauma bond. Do you have somewhere safe that we can put these, like a place that's safe to put these? And then that gets a laugh.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, you got those little jokes that are built in to the routine, but then it's just doing those little things as it's going. Like during the green screen bit, I'll usually have a drink or something. So like I'll be hiding behind this green screen, and you just see my hand pop out, grab the drink, and then and I'm like, oh, just like little whimsical little things. I don't know if you heard, but a bunch of times I keep sitting and I squeak. Like I have a squeaker in my pocket.
Oh, I thought you were like going to say you had one surgically implanted.
Oh yeah, no. No, but I always have a squeaker in my pocket. And so my girl hates it when I go to sit or anything, like, and I'll forget I'll have it. The first 2 times it's funny, because then it's like, oh, we didn't see it coming, and then it's like, take it out of your pocket. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I'll take it out, and then my son finds it, and she's just like, take it away from him, and I put it back in my pocket.
No more squeakers.
Yeah, no, and I'm like, oh, and I just put it back, and then I squeak, and she's like, I hate you, and it's just like, yeah.
Do you did you watch a lot of The Amazing Jonathan growing up?
I loved The Amazing Jonathan, and I have one Amazing Jonathan story. Actually, I have a couple, but one is he was one of the so it's like Max Maven was like the magician that got me doing it. And my mom would always call me like, hey, there's magic on TV. It's Max Maven. And most people won't know that name. And it's just like, all right. But for me, that is in the magic world. People know who that is. And he would do the stuff through the TV screen, like the mentalism stuff.
Oh,
so
like
he is
it works at home kind of
stuff?
stuff?
Yeah, it works at home. He was the guy.
I was thinking of Seven also.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like he wrote the book on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's him, and then David Blaine, and then the Amazing Jonathan. And I watched the same stand-up special all the time. And it's like, the bird, the clown. Oh, you blew bubbles too. And then the clown comes on and it's just hilarious. I loved Amazing Jonathan.
Did you have a preference between the two Amazing Jonathan docs that came out at the same time?
Oh, I loved them both because I just loved the one was just the beauty of like, this is who he is. And the other one was like, this is still who he is, but this is the raw, gritty person of who he was and now who he is now. And there's bits that like I do from him that just kill. And it's just like, if I don't, they might die and they might go away, and I keep saying I know, and I just caught myself. And but like letting that like live on through us and doing tricks and even the way you tell a story and letting that go. So all that to say, I was working catering with a friend of ours, catering company. And the guy, he set it up and he was like, hey, I got a guy who does magic. He's probably as good as you guys. Can he just do a trick? And they're like, sure, why not? And so I set up to do a trick. And then like, they're like, yeah, we'll have him open the show. He can do one trick and he can go back to catering. And the whole crowd is there. I do my trick. And it was, come to find out, I was opening up for Amazing Jonathan and Mac King. And I got to talk to him, everything. And I got to ask him, like, hey, what did you think of it? He's like, yeah, just do this. Like, the trick was great. And
he gave you an extra layer. It was like,
yeah, 100%. He was like, hey, you did it this way. And he was like, you should just do it like this. And I think that, kind of ties back to where it was like, how do you know you can talk magic with a magician? Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, I just got done doing a show or doing a trick, but at the end, I was able to take that critique and know like, oh, dude, that was great.
That'd be like George Carlin giving you a tag.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like now I just, when it comes to doing certain things, I'm like, I just do it like this because it's like, no, there's no point to that. Yeah. Like you're doing more work for yourself than you need to.
Yeah.
So that's it.
One of those two documentaries about the Amazing Jonathan was directed and produced by Steve Byrne.
Okay.
Comedian Steve Byrne. Used to be an LA guy.
Is that Hulu or?
I'm not sure which is which.
Oh, okay.
Steve's recently moved to Nashville.
Okay.
Steve was on a CBS sitcom, The Something Brothers, about a bar.
Oh.
But I'm sitting at the Wynn in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Before Pandy.
Oh, nice.
And this is when I just first got into comedy, but I had already started shooting comedy shows.
Yeah.
And Steve Byrne and Joe DeRosa are just walking through the Wynn, and I'm sitting there at a blackjack table with my buddy. I'm like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
By the time I catch them, they walk up to the Amazing Jonathan outside at the valet. And it's the three of them talking. And I don't know a lot, but I know not to bother people when they're doing something important.
Yeah.
And I knew that Steve was working on something with Amazing Jonathan, and I didn't want to interrupt. So I'm like hanging out inside, like behind a pillar.
Yeah, that nonchalant linger.
Yeah, just waiting for Jonathan to walk off. I'm not trying to meet him. I want to meet Steve, and I already know Joe, barely.
Yeah.
They split, jumping in an Uber, and I sprint towards the Uber, and I knock on the window, and they roll the window down. I'm like, hey guys, I'm the photographer from LA. I shoot comedy shows. Steve, I shot you here. Joe, I shot you here. Are you guys performing tonight? And they're like, yeah, we're down at Old Vegas. DM us your name. We'll put you down +1. We'll see you later. And they drove off. I'm like, they're never going to see this DM.
Yeah.
So 2 hours later, I'm like, hey, Steve, I'm the weird guy that knocked on the window. He's like, great. How many? I'm like, me +1. He's like, no problem. Gets me and my business partner on the list. He texts me to make sure that I'm in before the show. While Joe's on stage, Steve's like, hey, you guys get it here? And I was like, yep, got great seats. Thank you so much. He's like, cool. Meet me by this machine afterwards. We'll all hang out. So show goes really great. I mean, they probably half sold the room. We meet them by that machine, and we go out and have the night of our lives.
Wow.
And I was like, man, I wish Amazing Jonathan was here. No, I'm just kidding. But that's as close as I ever got to him.
Yeah.
Before he passed. But
yeah.
I ended up forming a great relationship with Steve, and like every time I see Joe at a different festival, it's all good now. And
Yeah. I think it goes to doing it.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Because I could just be like, it's just like you said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What is that? Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, is that Michael Jordan?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no.
I know nothing about sports.
Oh, neither do I.
Yeah. Oh, nice. We're going to be friends.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not watch sports together.
That's totally fine. I have teams, but I don't watch them.
I watch the finals of everything because that's exciting. One of these guys is going to be a champion.
Yeah, it's fun. But it's funny because it's like I have the teams just to have the teams, but all my friends let me know that, hey, you guys lost. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, all right.
Did we?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was on the
sorry.
team. Where's my signing bonus?
Yeah, exactly. They were like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, dude, the Dolphins won. I'm like, great.
Did they?
Yeah.
Is that a magic wallet?
No, it's my wallet. It's just
your regular wallet?
cards. Yeah, but it is something that I like to do. It's got nothing in the wallet. This is part of what I like to call my Tarantino trick.
Is this a bit? Is this a trick?
Yeah, this is the Tarantino trick. We'll get to it if we get to it. If not,
let's do it right now.
Another time. Yeah, can we use your phone to take a picture?
Yeah.
I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we'll do it. I'll trade you. I'll give you the wallet.
That's camera mode right there.
Perfect. And then
I take
if
this.
I angle it this way, right? They can see that I'm just turning the flash on. Right
Okay.
there. I mean, we don't need it that it's lit, but yeah.
I mean, you got a camera over you too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There we go. Then you just hold the wallet like so, and I'm gonna get a picture of you. You want to have a nice face, smile big. All right, perfect. And then I'm gonna leave the phone and wallet with you the entire time. And if we get to it, we get to it. If not,
so later on, this is gonna be a thing.
Hopefully, it may or may not work.
Is there a picture printer in here?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. See, you're like jumping. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. It's the whole thing.
You got the world's smallest Polaroid printer in there.
Something like that.
I mean, you didn't even link it to my Bluetooth. I'm like trying to break it down.
Yeah, I know. I love it. See, we don't know. Like we're just, it's just all trying stuff. Like I don't know. We'll do it. We'll go for it and see if it works.
Well, that camera just died.
That's all right.
Oh well.
Oh well, we'll work.
Now we know they run for an hour and a half.
There we go.
Yeah.
Like trying new things. This is a fun thing. You want to go cards, or you want to go with this first?
This is interesting.
That's interesting.
I feel like that has something to do with the Shank show.
No. Oh yeah. Well, no, not at all. But this is again, this is a Max Maven bit, and this is one that I read and learned. And it's
And he put it out in a book, so it's public.
Yeah, it's public. Yeah, if you want to get it, you can read it, but I won't tell you which one. But if I were to, I don't know if you know, but like there's always that little pocket in the jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that pocket's used for? You're probably around. You know what that was for.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what it was for in my band days.
Yeah. Yes, to the public, it was more for.
Do I have something in my pocket right now?
No. Dude, you might. I don't know, but it was used for pocket change.
Yeah. It's a change pocket.
Yeah, the change pocket.
The fifth pocket.
The fifth. Yeah. Most people don't know because they don't know what change is anymore.
Right.
We don't
have
if I were
pennies.
to take out and change, hold your hand out right there. Right there. Imagination. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can post edit, put real change there, but not change, but it's imaginary. What coins did we drop into your hand?
One penny, one nickel, one dime, and one quarter.
One of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Grab one of the coins. Ooh, what did you get?
I got a quarter.
You got a quarter?
Yeah.
I want you to take that quarter.
Uh-huh.
I want you to flip it in the air. Catch it. What did it land on?
Oh.
Well, you got to open your hand to look.
Landed on heads.
Heads. You want to change your mind?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Tails.
It was on tails.
Yeah.
You got to turn it over to tails. Yeah, you got to do that.
Does everybody change their mind?
No, some people do, some people don't. It's all. Do you want to go back to heads?
No.
No, you need to stick with that.
I think you were suggesting that I should go back to heads. Yes, I do want to go back to heads.
You want to keep it?
Yeah, I'm going back to heads.
All right. And then do you want to change one? I want this to be your choice, your free will.
No.
All right.
Everybody does the order I just did. All right, that's cool.
But they double down. You're a double downer.
I'm a double downer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you knew that about me already.
Yeah. I've learned that.
But I am a double downer triple quit.
Yeah.
I didn't go the fourth time.
Do you want to go a fourth time?
No, because you're suggesting me.
No, I want this to be free will. No, I don't. I want this just to be your choice.
I'm going to tails.
Shit. Okay. I mean, shoot. No. So tails. Final.
Tails.
Tails. All right. That's been sitting there the whole time. Literally the whole performance.
Mm-hmm.
We were on there. There's a big black arrow pointing on there. Now watch. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and get it to where we can angle it. So just come in a little closer.
You're gonna drop a quarter on my hand.
I sure am. Look at that right there. What did it land on?
I don't know. Indianapolis.
Which side of the quarter is that?
Well, Oh, it's tails.
It was tails. That's the one you wanted.
How did you get it to drop tails?
It's 50-50.
Is it weighted?
Right? No, it's a quarter.
Almost.
It's a quarter. But it's 50-50 because what if you had said heads?
Well, do it again.
Do
it heads.
We'll do it like this, though, because you said tails.
I did say tails.
There's no way I was going to know because you changed your mind, changed it again. No. You can keep the quarter. But it's been in this.
Yeah.
It's been in this bulldog clip right there.
Yeah. How'd you do that?
I don't know because you chose quarter, right? Because we pulled out all the change.
Yes.
You saw all the coins and you decided to pick up the quarter, flip it.
How many people? Okay, what if I had said dime?
You'll never know.
Does everybody picks quarter?
No, I've done it with pennies, quarters, nickels, dimes.
Do you have all four in there?
Take a look.
Can I open it up?
Yeah, open it up. Open it up.
What? No.
Oh, look at that.
No. Do you? Okay. So how did you get me? Oh,
I did it.
No. That's persuasion. Are you sure?
No.
Sure? And you say you're sure?
You changed it. I've said it multiple times.
I know.
You changed it, and then we were going to go for it.
But would this say heads up if I stayed on heads?
We'll have to do the podcast again to find out. But yeah, touch it, feel it.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Where's the other one?
That's it.
How did you get it to drop?
I committed.
Oh, tails up because this is a weighted tails up quarter. But honestly, when it hit, it was like
it's heatered.
Yeah,
you could run it back. You'll zoom in. You'll see.
I don't know if that's. I mean, it's only 1080. It's not 4K.
That's all right. Yeah, that's cool.
Tails up, dude. Look at that. That's nasty.
All right, that's fun.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a great one. That's a fun one.
What else you got?
Yeah. Let's do cards.
Let's flourish.
Let's flourish. I can't. I got one flourish. We'll go for it.
Oh, I don't care about flourish.
Okay, cool. There it is. That's about.
Yeah.
That's. I don't do those. We got cards.
Will you tell me how you did that off air?
No.
Oh, okay. What's happening in this wallet?
I had a twitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're gonna find out.
Can I look right now?
Yeah, there's nothing in the wallet, right? We're good.
Yeah.
Well,
cards
in the card.
All right.
Yeah.
I would explore it more, but
no, it's fine.
I'm worried about.
I'm not touching it.
What's my phone doing?
For you to find out. Name a different card.
5.
Or do you want to change and keep this? What do you want to do?
No, I'm 5 of spades.
5 of spades.
Wait, what's the spades?
Yeah, spades.
What's the clubs?
Oh, 5 of clubs.
5 of clubs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, you want to use the 5 of clubs?
I guess. Are we looking for it?
Yeah, there it is, right there. Perfect.
Right.
You want to change your mind?
Nope.
Want to keep the 5 of clubs?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect.
Every time I change my mind, you get it right.
Nah, that's cool. We got a bag of tricks here.
We got a cooler.
We got a cooler. Here, write your name on that bad boy. So
okay.
That way we know it's yours.
Real big?
Yeah, real big.
How much do you spend a year on cards?
I haven't figured that out yet.
That's a write-off.
Yeah, it is. But I haven't figured out what we've done yet.
Do you buy them in volume? Do you go to Costco and get like a...
They don't sell them at Costco anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I give this back to you?
Yeah. Go ahead and show the camera right there.
That's right.
Perfect. This is going to be a little bit more challenging.
Okay.
But we will do our best.
Because I wrote my name too big?
No, not at all. Not at all. We're going to do it. Right there. Perfect. In there.
Oh.
In the middle. No, it's got your name on, all right?
Yeah.
You get it down there.
Now they all have my name on it.
Yeah. No, we're going to do this. So this is something... Sorry. So this is something that's fun because we can do like live, right? I'm going to go pull up my camera there and we'll go camera mode. Sorry, I'm probably do this and we'll go, you can see, got the live feed there, right?
Oh, that's your camera face up.
Yeah,
that's the self-facing
camera
camera
ceiling,
if you're just
right?
listening at home.
Yeah. So we got the 9 of hearts here. We're going to use the 9 of hearts for this trick. We're going to go across the phone so that way you can see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very fair live video. And you signed the...
Yeah, it's set to photo though.
Yeah. So that way you can see it in real time.
Yeah.
I know this would have been the perfect time for this bad boy, but we'll do it together.
Oh, you just made me look up.
Oh, but it's here. You'll be able to watch it in the camera footage again.
Yeah.
9 of hearts, right?
Uh-huh.
Watch, we'll go again. Change.
Come on.
Let's get the 5 of clubs there, silly.
Where's the 9?
That's a great question. You ready?
Yeah.
The wallet's been sitting there.
No.
Inside,
it's not
inside that wallet. No, because we did tip it up. Let's see. Bam. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me. That's the Tarantino trick. You do the beginning at the end, and the end it's like, whoa.
What wasn't in there?
It wasn't in there, and there's still nothing in that wallet.
Oh.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this trick.
Oh, now it's going to be in there.
No,
Oh.
that's too easy.
Oh, you got me somewhere.
No, even better. What's something I can't manipulate?
In this room?
Yeah.
Or on me?
It's not on you anymore. But the photo.
Yeah.
Right? I can't manipulate a photo.
I'm checking to see if I still have my wallet.
Right. Which pocket is it in? No, but I can't manipulate that photo. That's impossible, right?
Well, no, it's clear. It's got to be possible.
I mean, yeah, there's a way to do it,
Yeah.
but there's nothing in the wallet from the beginning. You examined it, touched it, still nothing there. You said, "Where's the 9?
Yeah.
The 9 of hearts."
Uh-huh.
Take a look at the photo.
The photo on my phone?
Yeah. Take a look at the most recent photo.
How did you? What?
Right?
How did you do that? How'd you get it out of there?
How did you do that?
How'd you get it out of there? That's me and the thing with the thing and the thing. Get out of here. Okay, if you're just listening on audio.
Oh, yeah.
The 9
Forget
is
that
in.
part.
He's got a picture of me on my phone holding up the wallet with the. But I didn't look under there the first time I picked it up. I wouldn't fall for this twice.
You had it. No, you would. It's the beauty
Let's do
of
it again.
every time. But see, what's the big trick? You never do the same trick twice.
Not in a row.
Yeah, not in a row.
No.
We can do it another day.
Okay, because I'll forget.
Yeah, yeah, give it some time. Yeah, we'll do this all. We'll do the same bit. Do you know how to shuffle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you're poker. Yeah,
But your Joker's in here.
No, I took him out. I think.
You sure?
Um,
I saw that. I saw the ace.
Yeah.
We're missing the
Yeah.
5 though, right?
Yeah. Do you want to keep the 5? We can leave it out. Doesn't matter.
Well, if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
It don't matter. You want the jokers in?
No, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, shuffling it.
We're shuffling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I do the old school shuffle. I do
Oh, you gonna bridge it?
that thing, and then that, and then my mom used to do this part where she would just grab like a bunch of these, and then I'm not good at it. I am not a flourisher.
I love it.
do this bit, and then I do it one more time, and then it's time for another hand of poker.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. You got him?
Yeah. Oh, are you?
No, that's cool. You got him?
We dealing?
No, you're holding. I want you to
I'm holding.
bring him under the table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold him under the table. Now you're looking at him. This would be the top. This would be the bottom. Because if you're looking at it, so top, bottom, right?
Yeah.
Do you want the top or bottom?
Top.
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 You want to switch?
No.
All right, take a couple off the top.
A couple.
How many? Like, what would be a good number?
I don't know. You tell me.
You want 5, 6,
4.
4? Yeah, take 4 off the top. Put them in the middle, so that way it mixes them more.
Oh.
That way we're good.
But not at the. Don't put them on the bottom.
No, put them in the middle.
Right.
Yeah,
Don't-
in the middle, so it
but
mixes
not
them.
on the bottom.
Yeah, because we're gonna do it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Top or bottom this time?
Top.
Top. All right. A little bit more. How many more?
1.
Take one. Put it.
Wherever I want.
Yeah, wherever you want.
Is it going to be that card?
No, that's your card. That's your card. That'd be too cool. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You can maybe keep doing this until I pick bottom?
I mean, we can go. Yeah. Yeah. We want to go bottom?
No.
No.
I'm ready.
All right. So you want to go top?
Are we going again? No matter what?
Yeah.
All right. Top.
Top.
Mhm.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Take a peek at the cards.
Which card? All of them?
Yeah, all of them. Take a peek. See what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want to put that one to the top?
Put which one to the top?
The one that you're looking at from the bottom.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to look at all of them?
Yeah. So keep under.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
This is good. You like it?
Oh,
You want to give a cut?
yeah.
All right. Look at the top card.
Wait, do I cut it or not look at the top?
Well, look at the top card.
Uh-huh.
Did you look at it? You already know what it is.
I know at the top, yeah.
Okay. Bring half the cards for the cut to the top table.
Any half I want?
Yeah. Just.
Even right out of the middle?
I mean, if you want to go right out the middle.
I'm trying to fool you.
I know you are.
Okay.
All right. Where we're at.
You pick.
All right.
Is it easier if you pick?
I have no idea. Since you gave them to me like that, is that cool?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
Close it. Yeah, I know. But you know your card, right? You looked at the card.
Well, I know the bottom one and the top one.
All right. Perfect. And then did you pick one? Did you cut?
Yeah, I just gave it to you. Cut.
Oh no, you were supposed to cut them. Sorry, that was on me. You were supposed to bring them out different. You looked at. So this is still the same order.
No,
The different order.
the top's not the top anymore.
Top's not the top anymore. Okay, perfect. So we're all good.
Yeah.
I have no idea where we're gonna go with this, but I'm gonna do what we can.
I'm gonna forget those 2 cards in a minute.
Oh, did you? Oh, dang it.
The top and the bottom was I just don't have good memory.
Oh, damn. I'll commit. So you don't know.
I still know now, but if it
All
takes
right,
another 10 minutes, I'll forget.
No, we won't do 10 minutes. We'll do it now. Red card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not a face card, correct?
Neither of them are. Why am I helping you?
No. We're just going through. Just reading body language, going off where we're at.
Does everybody do something like
everyone does
wacky to throw off their body language?
Yeah.
Oh, I am not special.
Oh, you're very special.
Well, I think I'm doing stuff that no one's ever done.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna go with that. All right, first time name the card you saw.
The top or the bottom?
Let's go top.
The top was a 2.
Oh, 2 of what?
See, I'm losing it.
Yeah, spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds.
It was black.
Spade or dot? Did it have pointies or dotties?
I don't know if I saw the suit. It's pointy.
Pointy? So spade.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if that was a spade. What was the bottom card?
9. Red. Diamonds. Let's call it diamonds.
Okay. Take a look.
Come on. That one was easy because it was on the bottom.
It was on the bottom.
Yeah. Where's my 2 at?
The 2, it's in the deck.
Well, yeah. I thought you were going to pull both of them.
No, that would have been way too easy. But no, we'll do it like this.
Pulling 2 of them is easy?
Yeah. Because look, we got 1 card in the middle.
Oh, you found it and flipped it when I was looking at that one.
Of course I did. But that was the 9 of spades.
Oh, well, where's the 2?
Yeah, no, I thought you had the 9 of spades. That's what I thought. So this is just a trick not working.
Oh.
I thought I had the 9 of spades. But you wanted the 2 of spades. So it was close.
Yeah.
It's spade.
So while I'm looking at this, you're...
Yeah.
Oh, get out of
Come
town.
on.
Get out of town. Guys, if you're just listening on audio, you gotta
audio.
go to YouTube.
Yeah,
man.
you gotta go to the YouTube.
Gotta go-
That's more fun.
You made me think you were messing up the trick, and then how did you... This did not
Play
move.
the game.
You know how slow I'm going to watch this
Oh,
back?
I do.
Am I going to see your hand?
You might. I don't know. I mean, my hands are here the whole time. You'll definitely.
You
have all the angles.
You
too,
palmed
so
this
really
and
get that.
swapped it? Can you show me?
No, my hand's too small to palm. I can't fit a palm.
But how did you switch? What's under here? How did you switch that?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Are there magic cards that can change the...
Probably. I don't know. There's so much.
You can't tell me because I'm
there's
not
so
in
much
the
in
club.
magic. Yeah, definitely. No, there's still stuff that I don't even know.
I
to
know
this day.
from like poker cheating that there's glasses that read
really?
the top.
See now that's a world I don't know anything about.
Well, I was wondering if you have special glasses on.
No. Well, they are. They're prescription.
Special for you.
Yeah. Special for me. Only I can see.
That doesn't like read the back.
No, not at all. I'll even give you the glasses. You could check.
Well, they wouldn't work on my eyes.
Yeah.
They weren't prescribed.
They weren't prescribed. I love it.
Okay, let's do one more trick and let's do some would you rathers.
I love it. We'll go
and then
quickies.
we'll beat the ice traffic out of LA.
Love it. Whenever you want to say stop.
Stop.
Oh, that was okay. These are all mixed up. That's a good spot, right? All right, take a. Oh, they're all over.
52 card pick.
I know, right? Take a look at that one.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
No, not yet.
Did you do like a little bit of that?
You can watch the video back and do it. You like that one?
No.
You want to switch it?
No.
Okay, put it in.
But I feel like you gave this to me on purpose.
No, it's fine, man. Put it in wherever you want.
Anywhere I want?
Yeah. Cool.
Is that too easy?
Oh, I know where it is, but here.
Well, it's on the top. Everybody knows it's on the top.
Just so that way I don't see it. But
how much?
Yeah, mix them. I'm gonna grab something.
Okay. Did you already pocket this card?
No.
This is by the way, I'm shuffling the cards around the table if you're just listening. So once again, go to YouTube and watch this one.
Yeah, this is fun. So I got a bunch of cards on a string.
Oh, is this the string one?
Yeah, this is the string one because I have a bunch of them on here, and I'm hoping I got lucky because I went with some of the most commonly picked cards and put them on a string.
But you gave me the card.
Gave you all the cards.
You okay?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, look at them.
Those are red.
Yeah, because I have to hook them on here.
How are they the most commonly picked?
Well, because earlier.
Because I picked face down.
You picked 4. 4s are common.
Oh, I got a 5.
Yeah, let's see. 5s.
But I picked it face down.
Spades, face cards. These are picked common.
Yeah,
just throw them on there.
How do you know if I'm picking like this? Right?
Yeah, because the odds of me picking a number are much higher. than picking a face. But then if I were to just have you name a suit, then you just kind of pick the suit.
I don't know what we're doing.
It's odds and specific. But is your card on here?
Yeah. Wait.
Oh.
Is my card in here? I mean, I think
Well, yeah,
so.
because these ones are red.
This is bad for people with bad memories. But
It is.
Yeah.
It's on here?
Yeah. I was just staring right at it.
Oh, see, I could have picked up on it. And then your card should still be in there. That's fine.
Right, because this is...
That's it?
Oh, I wasn't supposed to grab it?
No, that's totally fine. That's your card?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so then here, grab this end right there.
Because I thought... Because that's the same card that was in the wallet.
Oh, look at that.
That's why I said you gave it to me on purpose.
No, it's random. But we can see that these are all on there. And you thought 9 of Hearts was the one, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah. So it's on there somewhere. So here's what we're going to do. This is getting kind of fun.
Should I put it around my thumb like you?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull tight. But I want you know, which one's the 9?
I think it's this one.
Jack.
No.
And then 9 right there.
Right there. This one.
Focus in on that 9.
Okay.
All right.
But I want to look at all the other ones now.
Yeah. Well, you'll be able to look at it on the video. This is going to look really good.
Okay.
And what I want you to do
If you're just listening, we're holding a string
we're
with
holding
1,
a
2, 3,
string,
4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8 cards on clothespins.
And one of the cards is his card.
Right.
And he's focusing on his card.
And it's a red one, and I picked a blue one.
Yeah, but I don't know if that. Yeah, we're just getting really
Color deck.
Oh, color deck. Whenever you're ready.
Pull
tight.
Okay.
Focus on your card.
Uh-huh.
Focus on it. Pull.
I'm pulling.
Right there. Focus in on it.
Uh-huh.
Get it. Come on. No, stop.
Pull harder?
Yeah, pull on it.
Is it supposed to snap?
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh, no.
Focus in on your card.
How'd you do that?
All right.
Oh, I see what happened there.
There's one card on there. What card is that?
It's still the 9.
That's still the 9. It's the only one still on there. Right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, this is for sale?
Yeah, that's for sale. That's my buddy's trick.
Oh.
He does that.
How is it like self-publishing a book? Like if you come up with a trick, how do you get it in stores?
Yeah, there's like mom and pop shop stores, different things like that you can do. And
Yeah.
they sell them. Name a card.
I hate this part.
Get obvious. Don't get, you're thinking too hard.
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're thinking way too hard. Just don't pick the ace of spades.
King of diamonds.
Do you want to change your mind?
No.
Dang, this would have been a really good trick. That's all right. Let's try something.
Okay.
This may or may not work. I don't know.
You keep looking at the deck.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with the deck.
Okay.
Because I just listened. I was as I was driving over here. I was on the way, and I was listening to one of the podcasts.
One of mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you talked about something that you're very much into, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's not something people are into.
Oh,
Now, because I know nothing about it.
or me.
No, you do. You know a lot
Well,
about
no,
it.
we
Because you.
just
Oh yeah,
met.
right.
Mhm.
You would spend $1 trillion to buy the monster trucks.
Oh, you listened to a recent one.
Yeah, recent one. Yeah. But I don't know anything about monster trucks or anything. We'll try it. Maybe again, everything's experimental. We worked on some stuff worked, some stuff didn't, and that's what magic is: trying new things. And
This feels like something
new.
The more you sell how new it is, the more it feels
No,
like you've done it 1,000 times.
No, I'm really telling you, like, it's brand new. I don't know anything, but you familiar with monster trucks and names and stuff?
I was when I was a kid, not so much now.
Okay. Well, if you were to name one of the monster trucks out loud, what monster truck would you name?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. I had no way I would have known you were going to say Gravedigger, right? Because that's from your childhood.
Yeah.
Right?
Now I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no way.
No way.
Yeah. I haven't been on my phone this entire time. Right?
Well, you had that face
Well, I had
camera.
the camera thing.
Yeah.
But when we were talking about monster trucks or anything at this point in time,
Right.
I haven't touched it. No. The beautiful thing about social media is there's timestamps. What if I told you I knew you were going to say Gravedigger? That'd be pretty.
It'd
pretty
be
cool.
insane.
It'd be insane,
What,
right?
Yeah. What time did you stamp that you were going to say Gravedigger?
Before we did the podcast.
Because it's 3:30 right now. I'm going to say that out loud. It's 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
This is when we were supposed to start, but we started.
Go on the Instagrams.
No, you have a story about Gravedigger on your Instagram?
Yeah, go look at
I
my
looked at your
stories.
Instagram before we started.
Look at the story now. And look at the timestamp.
No way, dude. JerBear.
For those of you just listening.
This is your stories. This is yesterday. 11 years ago today.
Yeah, 11 years ago today, I was in a car accident where I should have died instantly.
Oh, sorry you didn't.
Thanks.
And then, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Get out of my
Look at that.
face. He posted it on social media. Okay, did I?
Come on, look at that. You didn't say, and you can watch you never said anything.
I never said Gravedigger on the old, on the other pod.
No, not at all.
And you posted it 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
How?
Magic.
No.
Mentalism, should I say? Mentalism.
Okay, because here's the thing. I definitely get pod brain. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's nuts, dude.
You weren't thinking of Bigfoot as the other one, right?
I was.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna switch it at the last
to Bigfoot.
Yeah. How did you get me to do that?
I don't know, but I know you were gonna pick Bigfoot after if you changed it.
Because I'm way more familiar with. Did you do some suggestive stuff?
No, not at all. But how did I know that you were gonna switch it to Bigfoot too? I mean, yeah.
Well, we got.
It's like that one went over the head. Yeah.
Okay. Did you do that one because of what they did on Rogan, where the guy was like,
I wanted to try something. Yeah, I was like, this is brand new. So I was literally thinking on my drive. I'm like, I want to do something. And so like, I listened to maybe like 7 podcasts on like 2.5 as I was driving here because Ontario is very far.
7 different ones, not just 7
No,
lines.
7 a year. 7 different ones a year. Just trying to think, like,
find
what would we kind of be able to do, something that would be different and fun, super wild out there. And I was like, oh, dude, you mentioned the monster trucks in a recent one.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that would be something cool. And then I listened. You didn't mention the name of any of the monster trucks or anything. I was like, what if we could pick that one? And I just went again, like I went for broke, and that's what it was.
Nah, there's got to be a level.
No,
of
I'm telling you,
certainty.
I went for broke. Like we did with some of the card tricks. They worked, they didn't work.
Okay.
I went for broke.
You're never going to tell me how
broke.
you did it, though, are you?
No, because I'm telling you how I went for broke. I was prepared to just not be a good magician.
My analytical brain wants to go like, okay, you probably looked up what was the most popular monster truck in
I'll
the
show
80s
you my
and
search
90s.
history.
And it was Bigfoot and Gravedigger. Those are the 2 biggest ones. So you had a 50-50 shot at it.
I don't know. But I mean, you can look through my phone and everything. Like, what's the statistics of all that? Like, give it to you.
So, okay, you got it. How
how
can you record that so I can put this in the cut? Can you?
I'll save it. I'll
Okay.
save it.
Save it as a story because then
story.
I'll clip
You want
this.
all 3.
Yeah, I'll clip this for your channel.
That'd be cool. Well, yeah.
I can't believe you just Rogan'd me, dude.
I did. That was cool. I was hoping. I was like, maybe we can get that moment. Maybe we won't. But I had to go. I still
feel like there's something else in the wallet.
Again, it's what I from learning from Aussie Wynn, the guy who really worked with David Blaine behind the scenes. You just gotta go for it. And if you don't go for it, you 100% of the shots you don't take, you'll miss.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
And we just went for it.
Now, if you had gotten me to say Gravedigger like earlier, that wouldn't have worked.
I don't know.
But 3 hours later, were you sweating this whole time?
Yeah, you can definitely see the sweat.
You're not sweating at all.
It's because it's black.
Yeah,
see?
that's why we wear black.
Yeah, I went black. Yeah.
Man,
that was it.
Okay, so the Aussie guy, I don't remember his name, the Rogan mentalist.
Yeah, Oz Perlman.
The part that that I was listening to on the way here, he was talking about body control. Because if people can tell that you're nervous, it automatically.
Oh, I'm nervous all the time. I think it's like the Hulk. They're like, what's your secret? I'm angry all the time. For me, I'm always nervous. I stay nervous. Even when I was in the church world, still doing magic, performing, whenever I'm getting ready to go on stage, nerves. And then up until literally I see the light for the next performer and I'm getting ready to go on. Me personally, I would just say it's the Holy Spirit bringing me a calmness and I just go on stage. And we do it.
I get insanely.
Finally drink this.
Oh, good. I get insanely nervous for like the leading up to the intro.
Oh man.
And knowing 10 minutes before I have to go on stage, I have to pee like 5 times.
Oh yeah. Well, we did twice.
Yeah.
And then once during the interview.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of nerves and pees.
But if this was like, if I was going on stage in 10 minutes, even though we just peed, I'd pee 3 more times.
Oh man.
And at a lot of comedy clubs in the United States that I've been to, the bathroom for the green room is the other side of the stage wall. Like you're flushing and it's like, can the audience hear that?
Oh, that's a good question.
A lot of times, I mean, obviously they can't, or I would be,
or maybe they do.
They'd be like, that's he's coming out here in a second.
He just went to the bathroom.
Yeah. My comedy and magic is that when I'm working with the same guys on the road, I would always go up second. So it'd be feature. I'd do a guest set and then the headliner.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go first, but I wasn't ready, is what they say. But I would always study the feature set and their closing jokes. They have, a bunch of different jokes. I would write what I call bridge joke for their last one. So the first thing that I say ties into their closer, right? So my buddy Justin, who helps me with my stand-up now, his closer would always be about his girlfriend had a work husband. And the work husband wore a leather jacket and sang guitar. And if he said Wonderwall 3 times, like he disappeared or whatever. So I would go on stage wearing a leather jacket. And just out of coincidence, it was just my stage jacket.
Yeah.
And I would be like, guys, give it up for Justin, everybody. I work with his girlfriend. And they would instantly go, oh, it was just like, it automatically goes like, the first thing he said was funny. And you get like at least a couple minutes of grace.
Yeah. Oh, the grace is the best thing.
Yeah. And then a couple other guys, like there was another dude who he had his closing bit was about like dating a girl who didn't pay for like Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. Yeah. And I would be like, give it up for that guy. He's dating my sister.
That's funny.
And it's just those little bridge jokes, I think, like, if you could sit in the back of the room and you don't know what they're going to say last.
Yeah.
Or maybe you do because you know I was going to say Gravedigger, but like.
Or Nine of Hearts.
If the first thing you say when you get up on stage ties it to the last guy in a positive way and gets a hit, I think you get like so much more credit with the audience where it's just like. That's all I have to say about that.
I love it. Yeah, no. It's fun. Just for more fun. One last time.
Did you get me again?
No, I don't know. Again, may not work. Earlier, you had mentioned a card. You said the king of.
Oh, come on.
Was it diamonds or hearts?
This is out of my memory. I'd say diamonds.
Diamonds? All right, cool. So, king of diamonds is what we're going to use. If we were to give the king of diamonds a mate, a best friend, you can be obvious, say queen of diamonds.
But I won't.
You won't. Now.
Oh, by saying you could be obvious, you didn't want me to pick that.
No. Or I just want to tie everything in together. Mm-hmm. This is being in front of you. This could maybe, I don't want you to think that this is a suggestion of, clubs that's been in front of you the whole time.
Yep.
Every card you keep saying is a spade. The ones you keep naming, the spades. Mm-hmm. Or heart, which is the one most common, everyone says, hearts. Which
so all of that was suggestive stuff.
No, it's all just a suggestion of everything, explaining the thought process to all of it. Mm-hmm. So I'm giving you all the logic on the front end.
Okay.
Name one of the suits.
But it's supposed to be a suit, like a pair.
Yeah. Which suit?
The king would date this person?
Yeah, which suit?
Oh, I feel so stupid right now.
No.
I say spades all the time. You just did all the logic. Now I got to do counter logic. Now I got to break down what you just said that I don't remember and do something opposite of it. But you're suggesting me do something opposite.
Yeah. Or you know what?
What if? Wait, are you doing that so that I would now think that I should do a random grab?
No, because again, we can do the whole thing where I just make you get it, but I'll make a commitment.
Is this one of those auto doers?
No, I'm going to make a commitment to that.
You're going to commit to that?
I'm going to commit.
And I'm supposed to take the top card?
No.
I can take any card I want. Or do I say it out loud?
No, say it out loud.
Not 8 of.
Oh no, the suit, silly.
Oh.
The suit, because the suit, because we're just looking at it as the guy.
Oh, not a card.
Girl. Yeah, one of the queens.
Just pick another.
One
suit.
of the queens. Yeah, one of the.
Oh, it has to be a queen.
Yeah, to suit with the king.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a dating joke trick.
God. So it has to be a queen.
Yeah.
And you think I'm going to say spades?
I could think you're going to say spades. That would be what you would choose.
But you said the obvious one would be diamonds.
Yeah, because it matches with that.
And in a 52 card deck, there's only 4 queens.
Yeah.
I'll say diamonds.
You want to go with diamonds?
Yeah.
You sure?
Uh-huh. Now that I understand it.
Oh, yeah. You want to go with diamonds? Is the one you want to choose?
Yeah.
You want to change your mind?
I don't.
You can.
I do not.
You've doubled down this entire show.
That's right.
Do you want to stick with it or change it completely?
I'm sticking.
All right. Stick with it.
Get out of my face, man. Look.
One card.
That was running for an hour and a half.
I know, right?
Magic.
We should have just held off.
Gosh. What if I said I was going to switch?
What would you switch to?
Spades.
Nah, it's too easy. You like that? That's like my line.
All right.
Oh, but the spades and the clubs are right next to each other.
Gosh. Cool. All right. You know how if you sit at a comedy show for too long,
yeah,
it stops being funny.
Yeah, you've seen.
I don't know if I can handle
yeah.
my mind being blown anymore. I appreciate the effort that you put into it. I know I said it earlier, but like,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Thank you. I take everything serious because it's like I said, you want to make sure you put your best foot forward, and I don't want to waste any opportunity I'm given. I want to take that chance and shot and go for it. And again, it goes into like, all right, kind of like how Oz said, but then also how these are going to be posted. I can do what's in my repertoire. And then it's like, oh, yeah, if you want to come see me at the Speakeasy Copper Room, in downtown Upland, yeah, you come see the same trick. And then it's like, it's not as impressive. But we saw you do this trick. What else can you do? And then now it's like, oh, I do this. Your card's in the wallet. Your card's here. Yeah, all that jazz.
I wish you could say more, but I respect the veil.
Hey, thank you. And then I know we got I was excited to do
You want to do one of these?
I do want to come.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This will be my mentalism. Pick a number between 1 and, let me find the answers. The answers are in the back. How many are there? Get the out of here. Come on.
Right.
Get out of here. How did you know I would look in the back? Because that's where the answers are. When did you plant that? When we went to the bathroom?
No.
Oh, when you picked it up, and you were like, "Oh, this is a cool book."
I never even touched the book.
You did. I'm gonna play it back right here in black and white. When you picked the book
we'll
up.
play it back. There's no point where I pick up the book, but I will say
you did.
I did it before the podcast started.
Oh,
because I know I didn't touch the book. I did it before the podcast even started because I knew we were going to do the book.
Oh, you know what is funny is that I was editing tomorrow's episode, which is a week ago, last week's episode, and the first thing she did was pick up the book.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so that's why I thought I attributed it to you. But do you?
No, that's hilarious. I love it. So I did it at the very beginning. So see, just being ahead.
Wow. So you come in and you're like,
what can I do? What can I play with? Yeah. What can I do? I'm like, and I know you do the book at the
but
end. So
okay,
I'm like,
so that
this would be a fun tag.
That was a queen, right?
Yeah.
Were you gonna be like? Were you gonna set me up for a trick to like ask me, and then the answer was a queen, and you'd be like, look in your book?
Yeah. I was ahead of the game.
Oh wow, that would have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great anyway. But,
oh yeah, no, it's like a fun little just Easter egg. But
what if I didn't look in the back? What if I was, and then like 2 guests from now, I was like, he got me 2 weeks later.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it would have been.
So that was a payoff that was going to happen no matter what.
Thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You can find him at JerBear Magic. It's been there the whole time. Did you even? That was it.
And there's a bear.
Oh, I did that for you 5 years ago when I got that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Everybody go follow JerBear.
Please.
Invite him to your parties and pay him a lot of money. Jeremiah, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
This is great.
Dude, pleasure. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope the tricks translated to camera. We did our best. The magic cam cut out. I think that was your fault.
Yeah, we started it too early.
Mentally, I think you just reached up.
Yeah, like, I don't want you to see.
There's no more CIA stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.